Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Ireland Live for Wednesday, the 19th of November, 2025. My name is Paul Fitzsimons. I'll be joined in 2 minutes here now with Orla Donoghue. I'll bring her up now in a minute, but a busy week we have had. Enoch Burke back to prison. Next Tuesday is the Tulsa rally, so please, people, we need to get out. I'm going to bring up the lovely Orla. Hello there, how are you?
Well, how are you?
I'm good, hon. Yeah, everything is good. Yeah, how are you? How was everything in Carlow?
Quiet. So that's good.
That's the way we like to keep it. Yeah, keep it quiet. Yeah, that's it. Let's see what comments we have there. Hi, all. Drew Cook. How are you, Drew?
Hey, Drew. How are you?
Yeah,
hey, Chris.
Hi, Paul, Orla, and Chat. Yeah. How's everyone?
I saw we had a return visitor the other night.
Yes, Padder was back. Fair play. No, it was good to see him back. He was a bit rude, but listen, Padder's Padder, you know what I mean? He's good crack, yeah. You know what I mean? He really is.
Well, we'll see if he's on tonight. If he is, I'll hide my cats.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. But yeah, we have a few things to talk about now as well, but I want to get the Tulsa thing out of the way.
Okay.
That's next Tuesday. So hang on, I see how I got it there. Nah, it is there, yeah. I just want to highlight this. Lads, we had a great thing on Saturday with the slow protest. Everybody knows now. Everyone is talking about the slow protest last Saturday and how effective it was and why we did it and everything else. And it's been just amazing now. I have to say, I'm getting texts all week about my speech and about this and about that and how well we did. And it was just a great day, I have to say. So I'm going to put this out here now. Concerned people of Ireland demand an investigation into Tulsa. Tulsa is supposed to protect and support our most vulnerable. Instead, too many have failed. So on Tuesday, the 25th of November at 12:30 p.m., Euston South Quarter, St. John's Road West, 2 to 5, Kilmainham, Dublin. Please, people, if you can get there, take the day off work and get there, because it's all about the children. This is what this is all about. Whatever about coming after us, they're coming after the children now. And another damning report today that 7,000 kids have gone missing. We'll read about that in a while. I'll pull that up in a while. I'll pull the article up now in a while. But people, if you can get out to that, please get out to that. That's the place to be next Tuesday on the 25th of November. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'll go through a couple of that. Hi, Paul and Orla. Greetings from icy Galway. Yeah, my ankle is hopping, lads. I think it's going to snow. It's tonight is the night to snow, isn't it? Yeah. There you go. Chris Bourne. Indeed, Orla. You up the line. Mega fucking raw kids. You up. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, all. Great to watch you on the bridge in Monstrevan in the convoy. Fair play, Lisa Marie. Fair play to you. Yeah. I was giving her all that out to the window. I know. Yeah. It was deadly. Hello. How are you doing? Yeah. We're all doing good. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Greetings. Hello, Angie. How are you?
Hey, Annie. How are you?
Yeah, good. Share this. Yeah, share it out everywhere, lads. Please do. I'm going to just put up the banners there now. You can watch live on X at FitzyDub, at Neil Casey, at Rugamorph27, at the O'Hare on YouTube, Irish Column YouTube, and Facebook, Paul Fitzsimons, and at the Irish Channel, www.irishchannel.com/live. Yeah, thank you very much. You can also send in a message on WhatsApp on 0892031521. I haven't actually put this out as to all the groups, so I better send a few things out today to the WhatsApp groups. Evening, Paula. Good evening.
I got
some. Yeah. Let me just see that. We talk about what Aisling Damon reports these are that Aisling what you call it about this McConkie fella, aren't they?
Oh, Aisling Loughlin.
How he said it. Yeah. I'm just gonna see what we have here. Hang on, I have I'm gonna play this one here. Okay, this is Mary Lou McDonald. I don't need to mansplain the economy to me. This is Micheál Martin being Micheál Martin. Just give me a thumbs up if you hear sound.
Your goal of the bragging in the world from you does not alter the fact that 250,000 people of families will reach out to the St. Vincent de Paul for help. I'm glad your benches find this amusing and that your would-be successor is grinning like a Cheshire cat. Meanwhile, we have this exchange. I have to tell you, I don't find it funny. I don't need you to mansplain the economy to me. I don't need you to dodge and evade a simple question. I've asked you about energy credits. I have set out for you the reality that people are now fearful, that people aren't turning on their heat, that the heart is crossways on people opening their bills. That's the reality. Now, it may not land with you. I don't know what reality you live in, but I know who I represent in here. And I represent families that are struggling. I represent working people that are struggling and that are now fearful that they can't make their bills. I've asked, will you restore these energy credits? I would like a straight answer to that precise question.
Deputy, we don't need lectures from you in terms of who you represent or who we represent. The people on this side of the benches came from working class backgrounds and are as deputies, they got elected because they're in touch with people and they understand the realities of it. So stop that sort of pretense. Stop the pretense that you go on with all of the time. And I want to say to you, you want to support those on very high incomes with energy credits. That's what you said. We decided not to do that. You want to give energy credits to everybody, irrespective of income. Millionaires, people on 200 grand, you want to give them an energy credit. What we have said is child support payments, the biggest increase, children over 12 getting 16 euros extra out of this budget, up to 78 a week.
The
children
Irish
under 12 getting 8 euros
Thank you, Deputy.
58 euros a week extra. 10 euros in terms of job seekers benefit allowance, 10 euros per week in terms of state pensions and so on. And also then investment in public services, in terms of education, in terms of health, in terms of disability. Yes, we made choices. We made choices. So you had your chance. You had your chance.
Taoiseach, your time is
We've made our choices.
Deputy Ivana Bacik.
Services
Deputy
for people.
Ivana
Services
Bacik.
for people.
Deputy Ivana Bacik.
The utter, the brazenness of them to sit there laughing, and giggling and, looking down the nose at people here. You know what I mean? These think they are untouchable. Like, they really do think they are untouchable. I've news for you, lads. You haven't. You won't be untouchable. You will be touched. Trust me. Very much. Yeah. Let me go through a few of these here. She really does think she's virtuous, doesn't she? Yeah. Till I turned around yesterday and said, you're part of the worst organisation in the Dáil ever. 32 likes that got. Get in. Good man, Chris. Fair play to you. Sinn Féin doing the same thing down there as they did up here. Wake up, people. I know, Muslims, Mary. Yeah, I know that too. We all know this. We've all seen this.
But most of them in the Dáil,
a lot of them,
like herself, went to private education. They came from money.
Yeah.
So they haven't a clue.
Yeah. They shout down their competitors and start chaos wherever they go. That's exactly what they do. And everybody is wrong. Everybody. No, you're a crank. You're this, you're that. And then Harris comes out and says the exact same thing that we've been saying for the last 2 years. And it's okay because he said it, But he's still getting a bit of stick over too from the lefties, from the radical left. Like, they're giving it loads. It's all show. Yeah, I get that as well. Fair play, Chris. I do. Mihal, the ex-geography teacher. Yes. Wanker. Okay. Boy election in North Inner City. May something. I don't know what it may do, Tony. It may put the cat among the pigeons, all right. Yeah, that's exactly what it may do. We'll see how that goes.
We're going to see a return of the monk.
Return of the monk, yeah. Isn't that? Could be a return of the monk, yeah. Do
you remember that? Remember that went around during elections? Fierce funny. They had a picture of the monk up and then a picture of Mary Lou. And they said,
yeah.
What was it they said? It was, here's a picture of one of the biggest criminals in Ireland. And the other one is the monk.
Yeah. But you're going to get that now, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't know. Do you think he'll run? I don't know. Do you think he'll run? I don't know. I'd say there'd be a lot of
Was there a bit
people
of that
running
the
down
last
there
time?
now in that. Well, I don't know. You know what I mean? I'm not going to comment on it because, geez, you could need Jerry as an ally one day. You know what I mean? So let's keep the powder
Don't
dry.
know.
You know what I
Shall we
mean?
wait and
Let's not
see?
say too much. Exactly. Yeah, we wait and see.
See,
A
hopefully
week
it's a bit
in
of a
politics.
choice.
A week in politics is an awfully long time, isn't it?
Mm.
So they say. Yeah, they are a clown show. Yeah, 100-year game. Yes, I agree. But it's not funny, Chris. Irish people are being left on the back foot. Yes, they are. We are. Everyone is being left on the back foot here. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Oh, by-election. Oh, May 2026, is it? Oh, May. So
Yeah,
I'm going to
that's
wait
next
a
May.
further 6 months. Oh, I didn't know it was May. Yeah, I didn't know it was May. It's a
Yeah,
long
May
time
next
away.
year. Mm.
Yeah, need to get me ducks in a row there for that one.
Pull up Owen's comment.
Owen, what did Owen say? The Cork Monk brother, Jerm might run. Yeah, he might.
Yeah, Jer might run.
They should all run. Yeah. The more the merrier. You know what I mean? The more the merrier.
Good to have a selection. We didn't have that in the presidential elections.
Well, I seen the thing going up there yesterday by someone we all know, and that any nationalist worth their salt needs to get behind Malachy Steenson. Why? I don't know why. You know what I mean? Why? Like Malachy didn't mind 7 people running against me out in Dublin Bay North, or 8 people running against Gavin Pepper in Finglas. You know, he got a free run the last time. What happens if he doesn't get a free run this time? You know what I mean? I don't know. You know what I mean? Should we see how it all pans out?
Good to have a few run, a bit of competition will do no harm.
Yeah, of course, yeah. And listen, sort the men out from the boys, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they are a global embarrassment. Yes, they are. I'm glad I came across this. Never listened to you about before. How are you, Sinead? How's things?
Hi, Sinead. How are you?
The gorgeous. What's this? Gorgeous something. What? The gorgeous.
Imagine this could be the gorgeous Anthony.
You were going to look at the gorgeous Anthony. Will you get a grip, Will? He's not even bleeding here. I'm not having this again. If he's not here, you can't talk about him.
Poor Paul is feeling neglected. We had all to tell Paul today that we all loved him. Like, that's how bad it's getting.
I know I'm well loved. I'm okay. I'm cool. It has to be within 6 months. It can be any time within that. I thought it would have been nearer to February now, to be honest with you. Yeah, I knew it would be after Christmas, but even still, I thought it would be nearer to February, you know. Only 5 weeks left to top ice fruitcake. Nearly time to put up the holiday point.
It's May is 6 months after he resigned. It's how long the seat can be vacant.
Yeah, and they leave it out until then. But and wreck the country in the meantime. But
oh yeah, exactly.
You know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna talk about what Mark is talking about here. I was in Tesco's yesterday and I looked at it, and it was a top ice fruitcake instead of a Christmas cake. They're getting rid of Christmas here, people, and then a holiday pine tree, as he said there. But the other one was a cone
evergreen, because I put it up
berry
yesterday
tree.
in Tesco. Now, it was Tesco over in the UK, and they were down as evergreen trees.
They're the evergreen, and over here they're called cone and berry trees.
I put up a post with the picture, and I played the song "Rocking Around the Christmas Tree," just to annoy any lefties.
I was
Glad has a very good comment there. Put it up.
Who has?
Gadsden.
Hang on, I'll put it up now. I'll go down through them. Vote Radical Nationalist or forget about Ireland or our future. Yeah, I'm a Radical Nationalist. Vote for me, people. The gorgeous Anthony or the gorgeous Gavin should run. Yeah, or the gorgeous Paul. You never know. We all love Paul. Thanks very much, Gadsden. Fair play to you, mate. Yeah, thank you very much.
The comments, it's the next comment.
We need a pin up Canada Paul for next year. Thanks.
Yeah, see, instead of buying me a coffee, he's going to put up an OnlyFans. Oh Lord.
It's sure to say happy holidays instead of Christmas. Well, it's Christmas with me all the time. Bits are 76. It'd be funny if it wasn't so sad. Yeah, I know, mate. I really do. DCC,
Yeah, the
yeah,
winter
winter
lights,
lights,
yes.
yeah, Christmas lights, lads, everything.
Yes. Oh, I have that actually.
We need
Oh,
to
yeah.
keep
Come here.
calling
Actually,
things
when we're on that
Christmas
subject,
this and Christmas that.
I have a video on that. Not on the perspective. Hold on a second. Where's the video?
Yeah,
So we'll go
Oh
back.
Little Town of Bethlehem, Israeli rebel song.
Hold on a second now.
What's Ken Donnelly saying? I hear trans toy dolls starting to appear on the
Right.
shelves in kids' toy shops. Knowing RTE, they'll probably have a type of trans dolls on a late show toy store. Yeah, listen,
That's unbelievable.
it's been rammed.
Like
It's
for
been
children.
rammed into. Look up Chris Muss.
Yeah.
Chris Muss.
Right.
Okay.
You want to play? Will you play that video there?
Yeah, defo Paul. Get him up and running for the boy election. Get it up and running for the boy election. Yeah, it could fund my run, my campaign. It could fund my campaign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go, Paul. Right here, look. See that one there?
What one
Look at
is
the
it?
screen. Look.
You're gone off there, Orla.
No, look. Phone up.
Europe cancelling Christmas. I think I
Yeah.
have that already downloaded.
Just when we're on that
Yes, I'm
subject,
gonna
because
play
Dublin Castle has cancelled their Christmas market for the 2 years.
Mhm.
Place in Wicklow has cancelled their Christmas market as well. So this is what's
Yeah.
going on. I think it's over in Germany.
Yeah. Hang on, I'll just play it there now. Media assets. EU cancelling Christmas.
When a country starts cancelling Christmas, you know something's gone very, very wrong. And this would have been unthinkable years ago. Christmas markets, which are of course one of Europe's most loved traditions, are seriously under threat. In Germany, hundreds of towns are cancelling their Christmas festivals and their Christmas markets this year. And we're not talking about just little village fairs that, a handful of people go to. These are the heart of the festive spirits. They draw millions of people into the area for December celebrations, for mulled wine, for handmade gifts, for just that sense of Christmas magic. But after last year's attack in Magdeburg, which, if you didn't know, a driver ploughed into a crowded street, killing 6 people and injuring more than 300 other people, after that's taken place, fear has really, really taken over. People are feeling genuinely worried about another terror attack, and you can't blame them. So security has ramped up with fences, with security guards, with barriers, with surveillance. But all of these security protections cost a lot of money. For big cities like Nuremberg, this is maybe manageable, but for those smaller towns, it's not so manageable financially speaking, and many just simply cannot afford to open. And it's not just security measures that are changing these events, it's culture as well. Reports say that some venues are quietly trying to phase out pork products in order to not offend certain groups of people. And this is happening even though Bratwurst and Leberkäse, I'm not quite sure if I'm saying that correctly, are at the heart of a lot of German Christmas tradition. And here in the UK, we're seeing similar pressures. We're seeing rising event costs because of additional security measures that are needed. We're seeing public anxiety, people probably not even going to these really loved events just because they're worried about literally losing their life. It's absolutely crazy. The moment a nation gives up its traditions in order to not offend a group of people or to not provoke terrorists is the very moment that it surrendered what made it unique and its culture in the first place.
So this is what's
100%.
happening. Yeah, it's happening all around Europe.
Well, you're letting them win.
we all
Like,
know
you're not
who
going to
it's
go to
happening for.
Dubai and dictate to them. Well, you know what happened if you did. So why should we or other European countries?
Yeah. Amanda, what's this, Amanda? DCC have put up a post celebrating Christmas lights. The pressure paid off. Oh, lovely. Did they do it? Lovely. Fair play. Thank you very much for that, Amanda.
But this is
Says
what it
Mary
takes.
Lou,
This is what it takes.
we
It
have no
takes
veto.
people to stand
I
up.
would not believe one word out of my mouth. Yeah. Chris plus Muslim, Chris Muff EWF. Yeah. It's much cheaper to remove the threat. Yeah, exactly. Hang on to add on my last. If we can send it through, we can. Yeah. Paul, to add on my last message, have you seen the content of the book? This is gay. Now, I fully understand why Ross and Andy did what they did. It's targeting under 12s was ferocious. I have seen it.
I haven't seen it, but I know
the
what
book
he's
there.
talking about.
I have a PDF of it there that Ross sent me. It's horrendous. It is horrendous. I don't know whether the viewers know what scatting is. I didn't know what scatting was ever. I didn't know what scatting was.
No, never
I
heard
know
of it. Ross
when the
told me. Yes, tore my
Yeah,
stomach.
exactly. Okay. Yes. And then we had the scat man. And the scat man, he was that's eating shit. That's exactly what it is. It's horrendous. Why would you be talking about stuff like that to kids under 12? It just beggars belief. Like, you know what I mean? If you want to do these sort of things, adults, go ahead and do them. Nobody cares. But don't expect us to adhere to this disgusting shit that you're doing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, keep it away from us. If that's what you're into, go do it. Knock yourself out, mate. But don't be teaching my kids or anyone else's kids about this crap. It does not. It's not welcome in this country. Never mind in schools. It's not welcome in the country. And this whole trans agenda will be stamped out of this country if a nationalist government gets into power. I'm telling you, because Trump has done it in the States. No trans are allowed in women's sports or anything like that, and that's what we need here as well. But instead, we have them all pandering to it. Oh, I'm afraid. There's actually a video there I'm going to play now. It's 14 minutes long. It's Derek Domino. It's brilliant. Like, you know what I mean? Anyone who knows Derek Domino or who watches Derek Domino, this is just brilliant. I have to say, it is brilliant. Hold on, ferocious content. Yeah, okay. Let's go there again. Good luck after Enoch Burke. Trans judge sends into Mountjoy again, trying to support him and his family. I agree, lads. We need to be getting to Mountjoy. We need to be stopping this. We need to be... Listen, they can say all day whatever they like about Enoch Burke. You know what I mean? That the family are mad. And I'm looking at pictures of them going around, like people doing stupid comic sketches and stupid crap like that. They are a good family. You know what I mean? I don't care what anyone says. You can say they're mental, you can say what you want, but they are a good family. You know what I mean?
They've stuck to
they need to be looked after. Yeah, exactly. But I'll go through a couple more comments and then I'll play this. It's very difficult to get a Christmas crib nativity scene anywhere. You won't. But I can guarantee you, if you go into Goinies, you'll get yourself a fucking rug for praying on. Yeah, for 12 quid. The Christmas ham is fucked again. Yeah. Ken Donnelly, as a gamer myself, I'm totally opposed to that filth being pushed on kids. And he's always said it. Anthony Casey seen dressed as Santa in Limerick an hour ago. I don't think so. Not yet. But Enoch Burke, yeah. Derek is a legend. Yeah, I'm going to actually play this Derek Domino thing. It's just give me a hands up if you have found. Okay. It's a few minutes long. I'm going to make myself a cup of coffee, so.
You put on the full screen when it comes up.
Yes, Enoch Burke of the famous Burke clan is being sent back to prison. A man who has already spent over 500 days in Mountjoy prison at the pleasure of the Irish state. Why? Because he committed the absolutely unbelievably heinous crime of refusing to buy in to the new transgender cult, which is part of a slew of woke, ideological, nonsensical, unscientific crap ideologies that have infected practically every facet of modern Irish life. Yes, theories that have been dreamt up seemingly yesterday, written down on the back of a stamp. And we're all supposed to just upend thousands of years of gradual progress and gradual enlightenment and just believe a whole pack of craziness.
Generations ago, there were two genders. You know, there were two sexes. There still are two sexes, but today I think we probably have about 9 genders. And that doesn't diminish any other gender within the gender identity set.
Well, the Burkes aren't for buying into that, and certainly Enoch Burke wasn't for buying into that either.
I'm being obstructed now from entering in the door here by this man, simply because my crime is apparently, that's why you have this vest here, this security, because I would not call a young boy there. I wouldn't endorse transgenderism.
And that's what sparked this whole nonsense, because in institutions in all facets of Irish life, including schools, particularly universities, definitely. They're basically incubators for craziness now and crazy people. Well, then the schools are being foisting or attempting to foist all these new wave ideas, these new Marxist, far left, communistic ideas on students and on teachers to teach students. And one of those is this whole transgenderism thing. And look, that's it. Enoch Burke said it himself. He refused an instruction from the principal to refer to a 14-year-old student by certain pronouns that made no sense, and to buy into this transgender situation. So essentially we have children dictating to adults crazy things, and the adults have to, on pain of being fired or attempting to be fired, they have to go along with them. So we now have the children with whatever crazy, and children get crazy ideas. They do. They get it. Now they grow out of them, the vast majority of cases. We've all been there, haven't we? So they grow out of them. It has ever been thus, never been different. But nowadays, we have to buy into every crazy made-up idea, fantasy that a child happens to come up with, either by themselves or sometimes by a helpful adult, who are the really crazy ones. Now, here's the thing about when a society goes off the rails and when it goes into Lulu, crazy loopy land, Alice in Wonderland, all, the moon is made of cheese and all that sort of stuff. What happens is that when the state is captured by the crazy, the lunatics take over the asylum. The asylum can only keep going in any way, shape or form if the vast majority of the people go along with it, as in they're too scared to say anything. They're too scared to say the emperor has no clothes. They're too scared, on pain of possibly getting fired, on pain of getting cancelled in their social circles, in pain of losing their money, losing their status, losing their friends. Yes, that's how it works. So you have a few crazies get to the top, infiltrate the organization, start infusing all of this nonsense and nonsensical theories and doctrines into the society. And it works until you meet somebody like Enoch Burke. It works right up to that. It works because most people are too scared. A lot of people don't want the hassle of trying to take on what is the state or becomes the state, with the state apparatus, all the arms of the state at its disposal. Then you meet somebody like the Burkes or somebody like Enoch Burke. Or in fact, there's 10 of them. There's a lot of Burkes. Big family, big family, 10 of them in it. And they're all very intelligent people, very driven people. And in a normal Ireland, which we had until yesterday, people like the Burkes, who were very intelligent, very driven, very devoted, very intuitive, they would have participated in society, they would have given to society, and they would have contributed immensely to society in different areas, teaching, the law, whatever they went into. And until yesterday, that would have been great for all concerned. They would have been able to go about their business. Okay, they're a bit out there in some ways, and I don't certainly agree with everything the Burkes say and certainly what they do. But having said that, they're devout Christians. They are evangelicals or something like that. Ireland was a Christian country, a Catholic country. They could have participated in society, given a lot to it. Not anymore, because the crazies have taken over. They hate Christianity. They do. They certainly hate Catholicism viciously. And why? Well, it's because Christianity, and it harks back to a different time than we had until recently, a much better time, in my view, where Ireland was a safe country, Ireland was a coherent country, Ireland was a homogenous country, Ireland was a country that was very sure of itself and knew what it was and what it wanted to be, and was striving in a difficult world as a small nation to get ahead. But now that's all changed. The people in power don't care about Ireland, certainly don't care about the Irish. They certainly don't care about Irish identity or Irish history or Irish culture. In fact, they want it all gone. Not only gone, they want it forgotten, they want it dismantled. But you can only get away with the craziness for so long, until eventually the people trying to push through these crazy things bump up against the Burkes.
So he's very quiet. Nothing to say. Simon, you have to walk up. We've nothing to say. Yeah, I don't think people are too interested. There's nothing to say, Simon. Come on, you to say, Simon, about Enoch Burke. In prison for last year because he won't give up his Christian belief. In prison. There's not many people waiting to see him. Sorry, very nice to have you. Very nice to see you.
Yeah, sorry. How you all getting on?
Thank you so much. Hi, Louise. The Minister for Justice has nothing to say about Enoch Burke.
Sorry, Minister.
Nothing to say. We're all from you today.
Thank you.
I want to know what you can say about Enoch Burke. This is the Taoiseach running away when he's asked a question. Just watch him how he can run away. This is the Taoiseach of our country. This is the Taoiseach of our country running away. He won't tell me what he thinks about Enoch Burke. Yes. Running away. Running away. Running away. This is the Taoiseach of our country running away. It's a new day. He can't answer a question.
And in every society, if you go to any society that's gone wrong, pick any, Soviet Union, there was always some people that they couldn't break. There was always some people who simply wouldn't toe the line, wouldn't go along with the craziness, would always stand up and say, we will not do this. And what did they do? Well, they imprisoned them. Or if they didn't outright, just end them completely or sent them to Siberia. But there's certain people in any society they could not break and enter the Burkes. Because this craziness will only fly with the vast majority of people who are too afraid or not invested. You couldn't break the Burkes. And the lunatics at the top said, look, we are the state now. And we don't like you. And we're going to make an example of you. We're going to break you. We're going to grind you into dust. We're going to fire you from your job. We're going to ostracize you in the press. We're going to empty your bank accounts. And here's the coup de grace. We're going to put you in prison for as long as we wish, until you come bowing, scraping, and groveling to us. Well, they picked the wrong family there. And that just shows you and me, if we needed to be shown, and we don't, that the people at the top are not near as clever as they think they are. No, the clever people don't get to the top anymore, because crazy people get to the top now. They should have sorted this out, and I said this at the time. It could have, it should have, it would have been sorted out if Enoch Burke wasn't Enoch Burke, wasn't a Christian man, wasn't a white Irish man, if he had been this man, the good doctor, if doctor he be. Omar al-Qadri, a devout Muslim, a Muslim imam, had Dr. Omar al-Qadri, who's obviously a man of immense intellectual talent. Had he been teaching there, I guarantee you this little mess would not have seen the light of day. It would not have happened. Nobody would have approached the good doctor to force transgenderism on him and his Muslim beliefs. This situation would have been fixed. In fact, it wouldn't have even started. Had Enoch Burke been a devout Hindu, a man of Indian heritage, a month, I believe, had he been a devout Hindu, would this have happened? No. No, it wouldn't. Again, nothing to see here. If Enoch Burke had been a lesbian, a black lesbian woman, would anything have happened there? No, a homosexual black male, somebody who just arrived last week from Somalia. Would any of this gone anywhere? No, no, of course it wouldn't. We know that. We all know that. It wouldn't have gone anywhere because that would have been headed off in the past. Conversations would have been had possibly quietly, hushed in hushed tones in a room with very serious faces and everybody frowning. And then nothing would have happened. And that person would have gone on teaching as Enoch Burke should have gone on teaching. By all accounts, Enoch Burke was a great teacher. So the students say that. I've heard a lot of anecdotal evidence on that. And Ireland, newsflash, is desperately short of teachers. Yes, we don't have enough teachers to fill the classrooms. And yet they wanted, out of ideological craziness, to trample Enoch Burke and his beliefs into the dust, to the point of putting the man in prison for forever, if necessary. This craziness, this newfangled, modern, woke, progressive, communist craziness has now dragged the Irish state into the mire. It's dragged the government departments into the mire. It's dragged the judicial system into the mire. They're all caught up in the weeds here for nothing, for nonsense, for craziness, for Looney Tunes nonsensicalness. The lunatics have taken over the asylum. I say put them all back in the padded cells where they belong. Enoch Burke, that whole situation should be sorted out and can be sorted out. Get some adults into the room. Get Enoch into the room with some sane, logical, sentient human beings who have a modicum of old school common sense. Figure it out. Get it done. Let the man teach. By all accounts, he's an excellent teacher. Let him contribute to Irish society as he wants to do. Give him his money back that you stole for him for no other reason than you can. And I say that's immoral. Let's go back to being a moral society, shall we? How about that for a radical idea? Common sense could sort this problem out tomorrow. This man should not be in prison. He should never be in prison. He should be teaching in his class. He should be going to school every day. And he should be giving to Irish society, which he wants to do in the most productive way, shaping young minds and educating the youth. And instead, out of dumbass, crazy, nonsensical, ideological, back of an envelope, back of a stamp ideologies that will change tomorrow and the next week, and then next year there'll be totally different versions of it. That's what's running things now. Those people don't belong at the top of Irish institutions. They belong in padded cells, as far as I'm concerned. Is it too much to ask that Ireland return to common sense? Is it too much to ask that Ireland returns to logic and maturity and sentient, sane people figuring things out and getting things done? I think a change is coming. I think there's only so far you can push normal people before they just have had enough. And then everybody becomes Enoch Burke.
You're muted.
Sorry, he hit that in a nutshell there. That was a brilliant video, I have to say. And he does some, if you're not following Derek Domino, follow Derek Domino. He puts out some great content, I have to say. And what he put out there now, everything he said in that now is true. People are afraid of their life. Oh, let's not upset Mary. Mary has a trans child, or Mary has this, and then you have that TD. Having a TD in there as well. She's the whip, the Fianna Fáil whip. Your woman. She has a trans child now. Her son is her daughter. Yeah, it's the world has gone crazy. It's gone crazy. You know what I mean? It really has. And I, for one, I'm sick of it now, to be honest with you. I don't want this crap coming into schools.
I just sent you back over a video again, because it's in reference to what we're talking about now. And it's a gay woman speaking out, and I think she speaks out brilliantly.
I played it on Sunday night.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I did.
All right, well then that's fine. Yeah, it's very good the way she spoke out.
Yeah, I did play it on Sunday night, but I'll play it again. Hang on, listen. I have no problem playing it again. People that were watching
I think the point she makes is very, very good.
Yeah, hang on there now. Okay, let me do this. Okay, let me play this then, and we will come back and we'll move on to something else then. Will we have this going? We may as well. Tell me if we have sound.
From an OG lesbian. The acronym LGBTQ+ is not a representation of a united community, but the strategic force teaming of the LGB with the TQ+ that serves a dark agenda to rebrand sexual fetishes and disorders as sexual orientations. For what was once a legitimate civil rights movement, gay rights, has been hijacked quite literally by the TQ+ and used as a Trojan horse to mainstream their degeneracy. First, we have the untouchable Ts, the trans cult, who want to sterilise children with puberty blockers, turn all homosexuals into surgical simulations of straight people, and destroy women's rights to enable men's fetishes. Then we have the Qs, young men feminised by sissy porn, furries and pups who fetishise bestiality, and even adult babies who fetishise infancy are all accepted and protected by the rainbow umbrella that magically transforms all scrutiny into bigotry. But the thing that requires the most scrutiny is the unspecified plus at the end, a placeholder for what's coming next. MAT, or minor attracted people, a euphemism that is already being used to describe pedophiles who are waiting in the wings for their time to shine. Because the LGBTQ plus sexual psyop is not about promoting tolerance of diversity. It's about grooming society to accept depravity. And as an L, I renounce all association with it and the LGBs who are accessories to the fact. And I urge you to do the same and join the movement for LGB without the TQ plus, because we need to divorce people and we need it stat.
Fair play. Yeah, fair play.
But again, like that, it's excellent to have somebody like her speaking out, and she makes some very good points.
Yeah.
And this is what we're all worried about. This plus part of it is this leading the way for MAPS to come in, and we
At
can
Boonman Ireland just put up there. He's in jail for breaching court orders. Yes, we know that. To stay away from the school, he's not wanted near. Okay, we know that also. His ancient book of fairy tales doesn't give him a pass to discriminate against kids he's teaching. He's not discriminating against anyone. No, he never did discriminate against anyone. He refused to use the they, them pronouns to a child in his school. And that's all he did. And he was sacked. He wasn't sacked for it, but he was put out of school for that and not allowed to teach again. So he has every right to protest and go to that school. That's where he works. That's where he should be allowed to go to. He did no wrong. All this wrongdoing has been done against Enoch Book. He did no wrong in any of this. He stood up for his morals and his principles, and the man has a backbone. I tell you, better than any of the scum that's in that doll now at the minute. I'm telling you now, they're all afraid of the life. Paul Murphy doesn't know whether this jumper is a boy or a girl yet. You know what I mean? Juniper, come on, lads, will you wake up and smell the bleeding coffee? Come on. Pascal Donoghue is gone. Pascal's gone for a new job in the World Bank. He's a Rothschild prick. Well, that was the price. That was the price. That was his 30 pieces of silver for ruining this country. They'll all get jobs. Look where Varadkar went. He went to Harvard. You know, come on. They'll all get cushy jobs here. Look at that other gobshite. That man couldn't even bless himself. Bleeding Eamon, the Green leader. He's the new Green czar in Europe. He's the head man of the European Green thing. Are you for real? That man couldn't tie his shoelaces. Like, he's a tick. You know what I mean? And this is the man that's running the show. This is who they've given it to, because he can bring people on board, and he can sort of convince people that the planet needs to be saved. There's nothing wrong with the planet. Leave the planet alone. As I've said before, I've gone through 5 or 6 of these things since 1970. Every 10 years there's one of these things. Like, you know what I mean? It's bullshit.
I know.
It's bullshit. Yeah, the lesbian lady is correct. The rights and equality for gay people will be set back decades. Exactly. But there's a handful of these radical lesbian and bisexual and gay guys who are on board with this. Look, you know what I mean? Lots of them. But there's an awful lot of them that aren't. You know what I mean? And they're being brandished then. But they're being brandished the way we're brandished now. Oh, you're a bigot. You're a this. You're a that. How can they be? That girl's a lesbian. She's calling it how it is. You know what I mean?
I know.
Yeah, nice one, Paul. Thank you. Jesus Christ is king. He is. Globalist fucks, they are. Yes, they all are. His principles don't give him the right to own to his own facts. Trans people exist and always have. Where have trans people existed, B Moon Man? Where? This is all a figment of your imagination here. Like, you know what I mean? Trans people are only on the scene. The T in that used to be transvestite. It used to be men who dressed up as women. That's what it was. That was the T. And then all of a sudden, you could cut off your lad and mutilate yourself, and you can become a woman. That's bullshit. They even changed the thing to chest feeding in Cabra Community Hall down there last year, the year before. The chest feeding, so as not to upset the trans women community. Like, why do you have to call a woman a trans woman? She's not a woman. A woman's a woman. Adult female. That's what a woman is. A man sticking on a dress doesn't make him a woman. I'm sorry, and it's demeaning every woman in this country and in this world, and women need to stand up for this as well. You know what I mean? It's no good. You know, and I know women are standing up for it in the whole lot, but not enough. You know what I mean? These are taking away your women's rights. There's a man, the council, the Women's Council of Ireland, there's a man in there. He's a trans woman. He's still a man. And he's deciding shit for you, for women. Come on. Get these people out and get rid of this trans shit. I'm being honest with you. It's a fad that needs to go now. Good man, Paul. Thanks, Avril. He should be on the tree. He should be up for treason sedition. Yes, TDs. Yes, our WEF agents. We know they are. We know they are. Bro, my man, you know he's not going to call a child day. Come on. What happened to calling kids by their name? Exactly. Now you have it. We are nothing until the judicial system is completely overhauled. I agree with that too. They are complicit in this, like the mainstream media and the lunatics in the left. Lads, I know they're all complicit. We all know. You know what I mean? Anyone who knows it's coming together now to get rid of them. That's what we need to do. The likes of this show, the likes of any other media companies or anything else. Yeah, you need to be promoting them. You know what I mean? You need to be watching them. You need to be promoting them. You need to be getting it out there. Like, you know what I mean? The likes of Shin and Adina, the likes of Dealer Hare, and the likes of Ireland Force. All of us, we need to be out there. Like, you know what I mean? And join us. The planet does not need to be saved from them. It doesn't need to be saved. There's nothing wrong.
Paul.
Yes.
Just check private chat.
Oh, okay. Have we got? Okay, I haven't seen it. Yeah, it's okay. I'll be watching. Yeah. No problem. He won't be. Sean. Thank you.
Name.
Yeah. Bye. See you, Herman. Bye. Trisha Paul. Men can have babies. No, they can't. We know that, Paddy, and I know you're taking the piss here to get me going, but like, I know, no, men can't have babies. You know what I mean? Men have no cervix. No matter what you do, even if you stick one in there, it's not going to work. It's not going to work for them.
You know what? It's just madness what's happening. Like, and how people are just going along with it. It's madness.
It's lunacy. I'm telling you now. It's look, and what they're doing with the younger kids.
Yeah,
if you give a 6-year-old child, but if you give a child a choice, they're going to take the choice just to be different. You know what I mean? Oh no, I'm going to have a go with that. And then you have the mental mothers and fathers. They're worse. They're nuts altogether. Like, I know someone who, it was a family member, or it was it doesn't matter who it was, but it was close enough. They were looking after a trans child in Australia and sort of saying, oh, well, she does this and shit. No, don't go along with this. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. You know what I mean? And then she talked to her cousins and her aunties and her nephews, and she said, oh, well, he's a good kid, and he's stuck in the body, and it's at birth. It's not at birth. It's because Mammy wanted him to be a girl. That's why Mammy is pushing this. Rant over. Sorry.
Yeah, I know. It's just ridiculous. Like, it's just
Paul, thanks.
It's laughable if it wasn't so serious. Do you know what I mean?
Hold on, I have to look. Trans people and third genders are recorded throughout all of recorded here, every culture, pal. Stop crying about it. I'm not crying about it. Alexander the Great, we all know all of them. They weren't trying to be women. They weren't dressed up as women, you know what I mean? Trying to be women and pretend that they can have babies. It's bullshit, man. It's bullshit. And it's about time you copped onto yourself about it. Crazy stuff, Paul. It's crazy stuff. Very true, Paul. B Moon is messing. I don't think B Moon is messing. He'll be gone now in a few minutes. Spot on, Paul. It makes no sense that a man can become a woman. How can a man become a woman and a woman become a man? It's physically impossible. Yeah. In order to be a trans woman, you have to be a man. Exactly. You know, and there's no amount of stuff you can chop off and turn you into a woman. It just won't happen. It's not going to happen, you know. I know a fella who changed from a man to a woman. And boy, Jesus, he was a horrible looking man. He was worse as a woman. I don't know how anyone could ever think he was a woman. You know what I mean? But these people are getting a platform and a stage for this. This fella went from sitting at home lonely in the bedroom to meeting the president in the RS and Uachtaráin. But we all know what that little bleeding runt was like. You know what I mean? Eamon Ryan, the Green Gobshite. Yeah. The justice system should be separate from the government. Yes, it should. Christianity and the Bible should be taught in all schools worldwide. Block the movement of Islam. Okay, I'm not going to say in all countries, but here in Ireland, we're a Christian, we're a Catholic country. That's it. Don't be bringing your religions here. Don't be trying to get our kids to stop getting their religion. Like in one school over the south side there last week, I seen it on a video where they've done away with confirmation and communion. And if you want to make your confirmation and communion, you do it outside the school hours in another class. You have to do that. That's not how it works here. To appease a few people, a few foreigners. No. If you want to make a communion in a Catholic school, that's how it works. I'm sorry. There's no in between. If you don't like it here, there's a big plane. There's a load of planes up at that airport that'll bring you back to Mumbai or wherever else you want to go, and you can practice wherever you want there. But don't be pushing your shit on us. Simple as. An overhaul always existed. You could get your carrots and onions cut off 100 years ago. Yeah. Your mate has been putting a few in there again there. Government is the Muppets of all Muppets, yeah. Yeah, you see, Danny, tomorrow exposed. There's no gang sending in the migrants. It's your own governments and UN NGOs. Okay, a man is not a biological term. A trans man can often give birth to. Give birth to what? A good shy. Will you cop on to yourself, will you? Yeah, gob shy.
It's a woman. Yeah.
Oh, stop. A man is not biological. A trans man can often give birth to. Yeah, but you've just answered the question there, man. Of course, a trans man can often give birth because it's a woman. Come on, will you? Cop on to yourself, will you? Gobshites. Just bought you a copy. I really thanks, Lisa Marie. Fair play.
Thanks very much. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Shall we move on to something else?
I'm not sure, of course.
What do you want to put up?
Keep ranting, no?
What video do you want to put up?
I don't. I like the way you corrected yourself there. I'm looking for. Hold on there, pictures. Don't know what I did. Video. Which one do you want? Or I don't mind.
Well, do you want to do the Bovaer one because we can give an update on that?
Bovaer.
Yeah. There's a man talking it, and then there should be a screenshot underneath it. Yes, the Bovaer one. Yeah, it's that man there. Look.
Yeah, I have that there. Yeah. I just want to see what
the
video over here.
I have a screenshot underneath. So we have an update on that.
Okay, we'll play this here now.
It was Marks and Spencer's AGM yesterday, and it was decided very last minute, no ifs, no buts, that they are stopping using Bovaer with immediate effect. Obviously, public pressure has got to them, and they've caved it all in. So that now leaves absolutely nobody in the UK using Bovaer at the moment. So, guys, brilliant. So well done for listening, supporting, voting, buying products from else places and leaving them players on the shelves. But M&S have come out. They are not using Bovaer anymore. Happy days, guys. This just shows the power of social media, the powers of the general public. But what that is also going to show is that past, present and future governments, if they want to start and piss about with their foods, we can cause chaos and stop it. And stop it we have. So, guys, well done.
Okay, all right.
So again,
baby.
As he said, that's the power of the people. So Norway have introduced a ban. So have Denmark now. So is it looks like it's coming in now to the UK because of cattle getting sick and dying. So if you want to put up this screenshot underneath it.
Yeah, hang on. The screenshot is Bovaer.
But this again, as he's saying, this is because people stood up and refused, like the farmers and all that, to use it. So it's the power of the people did that. And this is what we keep saying. Yeah. We don't need everyone to stand up.
The people.
Enough of us to stand up. So they came back to me. Remember I'd reached out to a few of the milk crowds?
Yeah.
So there was Kerrygold. So they come back to me as well saying they don't use it.
Okay.
As I said, if
thank you for reaching out.
I'd let
Yeah,
people
thank you
know.
for reaching out. We can confirm Bovar is not being used commercially in Kerrygold supply chain. Kind regards, Aruna Ingredients Ireland, Aruna Cooperative. Yes, thank you much for that, Aruna.
So there was as I said, that was your Premier Milk, your Avonmore, the Kerrygold as well. So, but I don't think it's being used in Ireland, because I couldn't clarify in relation to the Aldi and the Tesco milk. It was being used in the UK. But look, it looks like it's going.
Yeah.
So that's good. That's positive news.
I'm just going to go back to this. Christine was it. My 43-year-old son, when I had his brother, wanted a buggy only because he seen his dad pushing him, his brother. My sister gave him an old one. Once he had it in a couple of days, he wasn't interested. If that was now, they would have told him he was really a girl. Exactly. Like if every time my young fella asked me to be a pirate and I chopped off his leg and fucking stuck a hook on his arm and plucked out one of his eyes and put a thing on it, the child would be dead. You know what I mean? Like kids want to be spacemen. Kids want to be pirates. They want to be Superman.
Yeah.
Let them be that. But like, if your son says to you, "Oh, I want to be a girl," just cop on to your lady self. Really, you're a little boy. Get out there and get the ball and play football. You know what I mean? This lack of pandering to it and saying, "Oh, okay, you can put nail varnish on." No, you can't. You're a boy. Cop on to yourself. Tesco's has got rid of Christmas trees. Yeah, we spoke about that earlier. Yeah. What was that now? Freedom of religion. We're not Christian. We're not a Christian country. They raped us for long enough for you to enjoy it. Freedom of religion. We're not a Christian country. Well, we are a Christian country. Yeah, we're a Catholic country. Okay. They didn't rape me. Or I understand stuff did happen, but that doesn't matter. You know what I mean? We're still a Catholic country. In the Constitution, we're a Catholic country. It doesn't say Muslim. It doesn't say Allah. It doesn't say anything about Buddhism or anything like that. It says Catholicism. Catholics.
Yes.
That's what you need to get back to people.
God, Jesus.
Yes, exactly. You look up there in the corner there, in the top left-hand corner, you'll see Díla Hearn. God with Ireland. That's it there. Look, God with Ireland. That's what we need back. We need God back. Let me just put up this. Trust me, the Quran says make a bed in your house for the devil. That's why it's a demonic cult. Yes, that's why we need to get it out of this country, lads. Yeah, Tesco UK. Yeah. We've been too far. We've been far too tolerant. Yes, I agree with you, Europa. Everything and anything that changes Western society and thinking and behavior is being pushed. Yes, it is. He's taking the piss now, Paul. Of course he is. So I don't really care. You know what I mean?
Just don't put up any more of his comments.
No, I am, because he's making an idiot. So trans men were born women, so yeah, they can give birth. Yeah. But a trans man, a trans woman can't. You know what I mean? A trans woman can't, the way yous go on, because the man used to be a man and he's going to be a woman. He can never give birth to a child. Hop on to yourself, man, will you? I'm confused. A trans man can give birth. Well, a trans man is
a woman.
I'm going to be honest with you, lads. It has my head melted, like, you know what I mean? And imagine how a child will feel with this. You know what I mean? Like, we're going by everything we learned in biology, growing up in school, like boobs. Oh, there you go. There's breasts. Oh, look at boobies. And he used to all laugh and joke about stupid shit like that. Like, you know what I mean? You grow up, you find out for yourself that's how it works. You don't need to push down your throat that you can go scatting or you can ring a Dateline and get a gay guy over to do whatever. No, you want to be gay, go and be gay somewhere else. Just leave us alone. You know what I mean? Born female, not a woman. Sorry, babies aren't women. Okay, Bill, man. Honestly, mate, you cannot talk sense to them anymore. They do not understand. I get what you're saying, mate. I won't be talking to them anymore. The time is coming when they want everyone to worship the devil. This is exactly it now. So you need to get Díla Hearn. You need to get back to God. This is the grand plan, or otherwise you will be cut off from society. Yes. The clip in Life of Brian was very funny. Yeah. Oh, stop. TDs and media should be arrested. Yeah. Soros entered the chat. Of course he did. Let him enter the chat. He's getting plenty of this. Rumour circulating Christian Muslims organises a support protest at Wilson School supporting Enoch. Well, hold on. Yeah, before all this Enoch Burke stuff started, they were having seminars. You remember, this Christian Muslims were having seminars to stop this in the schools. And then all of a sudden this happened with Enoch Burke and everyone went quiet. Why did they all go quiet? Like, there was letters posted, there was videos done in these seminars, like, talking about it, that they weren't having it in the schools. And then all of a sudden, poor old Enoch was arrested, and let's shut up about this now. Let's not talk about this anymore. Well, it needs to be spoke about. And we need to be speaking about the Christians getting murdered in Nigeria too. This government are not talking about that. Thousands of them, hundreds of thousands of them getting killed by Muslims in Nigeria. Thank God for that. Coming to us instead. I'm missing loads of these. Could M&S be lying? I don't know. Organic milk.
I don't think so. I'd say a statement came out from them, like, do you know what I mean? From them to say it.
Yeah.
Thanks, Saoirse, no bother.
Kerrygold was used in the UK. Anybody who worships Muhammad is not welcome. Yes, I agree.
Well, you see, if Kerrygold is coming from Ireland over to the UK, then Bover has not been used in it because they're after putting out a statement. Otherwise, they're lying. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Be Moon, man. Just don't be.
I heard a lot of people actually discuss that about the raw milk. Do you see that about the raw milk?
Yeah, raw milk cures many illnesses. I've seen it. Yeah, seen it. Yeah, Jesus is King. Yes, it is. The 10 Commandments would be a great start. Yeah, even half of them would be a great start, to be honest with you, Colin. Yeah. Let the kids be kids. Stop pushing the degeneracy. Soros and Co. Fund. Yes, I agree with you. Did you see the Muslims in Germany trying to distort the Christmas markets? Yes.
Yes, we played a video on that earlier on.
Paul, Era is the Holy Grail. Yeah, this country is the Holy Grail. This is what they want. This is what they want. This is where it all started. This is what they want. Yeah, they're not getting it. Kids need a harsh upbringing and strict discipline right from the start to have them strong and resilient as the greatest expression of parental love. This is what they're doing now. They're dumbing kids down now, telling them you can be a little girl and you can wear the dress and you can turn them into Hermaphrodites. You know what I mean? No, it's not happening. Not on Airwatch. I'm sorry. Boycott Tesco. Super Value was better value. Booker T must be the manager. Super Value. I played with cars. I grew up to be a truck driver, but I'm a woman, 100%. Fair play to you. You know you're a woman. You know what I mean? You're not trying to be anything else, Lisa Marie. Trans man is a lesbian woman. Trans man is a... Yeah. That's exactly what it is. A lesbian woman who got a little bit stitched on. Yeah. And you don't even know whether it takes properly or not. And the suicide rate in trans people is through the roof.
Yes, I heard about that.
Through the roof. It's all backwards. Yeah, over. Super Value are woke. Column. What would a Muslim family say if their child comes home to school a different gender? Yes, exactly. It won't happen. That's the thing. Yeah. Today is Red Wednesday, a day to remember the Christians who are persecuted. Yeah. Oh, the deep state pulling the strings. Politicians are just puppets. Yes, they are. We know they are. Barry Walsh, Ireland saved Christianity during the Middle Ages. And we'll save Christianity again here now. We get these people out here because this Muslim Brotherhood, lads, and this Umar al-Qadri, they're here to take over this country. They have, look at where he was last week. He was with the president. He's with the Taoiseach. He has everybody's ear.
Of course,
and they have Muslims getting in every county council in this country.
Sure, look at the inauguration. Do you know what I mean?
Wake up.
That says it all.
Yeah. Woman is woman. Ask your mum. She gave birth to you. Yes, exactly.
Well, I gave birth twice.
That's why we're hit.
I'm a woman.
This is God's country. That's why we're being hit hard by the satanic demons. Yes. Homeschool is the only way. That's why Conor and Andrew Tate are being slagged off as they are toxic masculinity. Yeah. The Irish people need to all stand the biggest reevaluation ever in Ireland. Yeah. Should the Bible be allowed in school? There is lots of daughters and fathers. Come on, cop on to yourself, will you, be, man? Come on, give it a rest, will you? Yeah, new crusade needed. Oh, listen, I can see this happening. The crusade is coming, lads. I'm telling you now. Men are getting ready. Muslim Brotherhood money. The Muslim Brotherhood, and they are a terrorist organization, and he is the self-confessed leader of the Muslim Brotherhood in Ireland. Makes no sense. Then we have Paul Murphy, who was Antifa. Antifa is another terrorist organization. So, you know, they can do whatever they want, but if we say one bad word against somebody, it's heads off for us, you know, off with his head, you know. My guzzle milk all my life as a crash test. I basically never broke a Thursday bone. Yeah. I just think that would, just thinking what would their grannies think. I know what my nanny would say. And my granddad, Jesus Christ, man. Wow. Booker T is an oxymoron. It's basically making two statements that contradict each other. Okay, Bovaer is not being used commercially. Suggested maybe President trials on non-commercial phases to avoid ambiguity. Can you confirm whether any Kerrygold linked farmers or feed suppliers use? Yeah,
we just go by what they said in the email back to me. They said it wasn't being used.
Anti-LGBT, Labour, Muslim are all the work of the devil. Yes, a whole lot of them. I'm getting loads of stuff. Sure, Trump making deal with them in the White House. God made them male and female. There is no other Kerry supporter of Enoch Burke family. Yeah. Okay.
Right, we'll get back to playing some more videos. Look, do you want to do the Archbishop one, actually? That was quite good.
Archbishop Regano, was it? Go on then. I have one of Ferg as well I want to do. Ferg was on a thing last night. I'm not going to play it yet. I'll play it after the Archbishop.
A dangerous subversive elite has managed to infiltrate the highest levels of Western institutions and governments to implement the criminal plan of the Agenda 2030. In many self-proclaimed democratic states, the voices denouncing this global coup are being silenced through censorship, intimidation, psychiatrization, and even arrest. Among the victims of the totalitarian regime quietly establishing itself in Europe, Canada, Australia, and other vassal nations of the United Nations, NATO, World Health Organization, and World Economic Forum, all private entities funded by the same powers, is lawyer Rainer Fulmich, unjustly imprisoned and still awaiting for a fair trial. His crime is having dared to speak the truth in a world of criminal lies. I call on Catholics and all people of goodwill to raise their voices in defense of those persecuted by the globalist regime. It is not Attorney Fulmich who should be imprisoned, but those who committed the greatest crime ever against humanity: Anthony Fauci, Bill Gates, Klaus Schwab, George Soros, Ursula von der Leyen, Albert Bourla, and all their accomplices and emissaries, especially those in institutional positions. Free Rainer Fulmich.
For anyone who doesn't know, Rainer Fulmich is being locked up in prison because he was the man who released all the COVID files and got all the doctors into one place to have the...
He's a brilliant lawyer, yes.
Brilliant lawyer. He was the man who done Volkswagen as well all those years ago. Yes. He was the main man in that as well. But he's been held.
That Archbishop has been excommunicated as well for speaking out.
The who?
The Archbishop there. He was excommunicated because he was speaking out, speaking the truth, and he names them all like.
Yeah. Ban halal, label all meats and halal factories. Yeah. Critical race theory says all whites are racist and there's nothing you can do about it. Well, that's a relief then. Yeah. Okay. The whole world is under attack from the devil. Stay strong in faith in knowing Jesus Christ, Lord Almighty. Amen, brothers and sisters. Yeah. Amen. What's the most holy and great man excommunicated for speaking the truth? Yes, he was. Yes, he was. God bless him. God bless him again. Yeah.
Right. Do you want to play Ferg's video then?
I am. This is about the Tesla next week. Okay, so let's just go with this. It's only a couple of minutes long.
Phil, look at the thing I put out from Pimple Dempsey there last night. Look at the people that are getting contracts. Millions and millions of euros worth of contracts, and they're all fraudulent. They're hiding in illegal fucking migrant criminals to look after children. No wonder they're getting fucking raped. I'll tell you one thing, it's an absolute disgrace. I'm not joking. And there's the thing as well, right? The same monsters that are presiding over this, over children being trafficked, raped, that are fucking dead and still missing on their watch. They're the same people that push that poison, are letting on about that big bad virus and non-existent bad virus in 2020. The fearmonger people to rolling up their sleeves and getting that fucking poison in their arms, right? They're the same people that presided over that are responsible for the medical slaughter of over 25,000 of our people, including young boys and girls, Ava O'Brien, Roy Butler. I'm blue in the fucking face saying it. And then you have people on Twitter with that big accounts that never touch it. They never get near it because it'll affect that little algorithm, and they're abusing the algorithm, that money they're getting paid. It's an absolute fucking disgrace. Shame on you all.
Yeah. So-called mainstream media, political activists, paid shills, or whatever you want to call them, and that these people deliberately don't report on what things like that are going on. They just brush them all under the carpet. Ferg, do you want to come in?
Yeah, so didn't Kev catch them? They were actually transporting illegal immigrants from the Dublin city centre out to Crookston in their private vehicles, by the way. Yeah, Virgin News one. You'll copy the, you know what's. But they're all in it, the whole lot. And we said from the start, Phil, I'm sick of saying it as well. If the police aren't investigating it, they're in on it. If the mainstream media aren't reporting on it, they're in on it. And if the politicians aren't speaking about it, they're in on it. The biggest pandemic in this world is paedophilia, and we're fucking absolutely surrounded by them. And it has to be stamped out. Yeah, no, I do. I just wish the people that have seen what we're doing for the last few years and all the shit we're at the taking. I don't give a fuck about, you know, Phil, I don't care about that. We take it all day long, fucking 7 days a week, no bother, to expose what's going on and hopefully get this country back in time. But it's the, look, we're shouting from the rooftops, lads. This is coming for every one of you. What happened to that little girl? If this isn't stopped, if that KIP isn't closed down, if these people aren't removed from power, this is going to keep on happening and keep on happening, and it's going to come to your doors. So it's time to get out your asses, come out and join people on the streets and give it back to these absolute monsters that are destroying any sort of future or safety for your children in this country going forward. Yeah, it's time to stand up now and stand together, and that's it. And I'll say one thing as well. Now, just look who's not promoting this on Twitter and the whole lot. Why aren't you getting behind this with your big accounts? Why aren't you promoting this and getting as many people to that KIP on the 25th at 12:30 as possible? Shame on you all. I swear to God, anyone that's not promoting this, I get behind it. So I'll just say to anyone watching, it's a stone's throw from Euston Station, this place, right, on the 25th, Tusley, the HQ. I'm applauding everyone, lads. Please get there, right? This is the hill.
Ferg, do you want to finish off with a few, what do you want to say?
Yeah, I put out a post yesterday as well. The whole reason why this just gets brushed over and people get on with their lives and the whole lot is that why people are desensitized so much to children getting hurt in that way. It's because it's happened that much, lads, over the years. And people are just, you know what I mean? Just take a step back and think about the absolute fucking terror and the horror them children go through at the hands of fucking monsters, right? No more. God's children, Earth's children, are not for sale, right? And it's time to stand up, stand together, and put our arms of protection around the whole lot of them and let them know that love and people care about them, all right? God bless everyone this for you. Here you go, brother.
Fair play to Ferg. Again, from the heart, man talks the truth.
100%.
Fair play to him. And I'm just going to share this again because I can't emphasize this enough, people. This is where you need to be next Tuesday. Concerned people of Ireland demand an investigation into Tusla. Tusla is supposed to protect and support our most vulnerable. Instead, too many are failed. Tuesday, the 25th of November, 12:30 p.m, Euston South Quarter, St. John's Road, West, 2 to 5, Kilmainham, Dublin. So, lads, there you go. Next Tuesday, take the day off or even the afternoon off. 12:30, go in there and show your face. As Ferg said, this is the hill we will die on because our children, and we need to stop this. 7,000 children. I'll pull up the story now in a while, but yeah.
Just seeing as Ferg was talking about that, do you want to do just the few bits I sent over in relation to the vaccines?
I'll do them now in a minute. I just want to talk about this here now. This has just came into me. Hang on there. Yeah, I hope you can see it. Man accused of sexual assault on a 10-year-old girl in West Dublin is fit to be tried.
Oh, interesting. So he's not
Yes.
he's not suffering from mental issues,
no.
is he not?
No. A man accused of sexually assaulting a 10-year-old girl in West Dublin last month is fit to be tried and could face more serious charges, the court has heard. The accused, aged 26, who cannot be identified due to the nature of the case, faces fourth hearing this morning. He had the assistance of an Arabic interpreter and he appeared via video link before Judge Alan Mitchell at Cloverhill District Court. The man is accused of sexual assault at Garter Lane in Saggart on the 20th of October 2024. The girl had been missing from care. To date, he has not applied for bail and appeared via video link after the courtroom was cleared for the in-camera proceedings. Psychiatric assessments had been ordered earlier, and Judge Mitchell said today that he had been furnished with a doctor's report indicating the man was fit to be tried. Garda Sergeant Sinead Connolly said the DPP had not issued directions yet. She also told the court that if further serious offences under consideration, I will be submitting a file to the DPP in early course. The evidence was translated for the accused, who has yet to indicate a plea. The sergeant sought a 4-week adjournment. The defence solicitor spoke to the accused, who consented to being remanded in custody to appear again on the 17th of December. Now, I know he's playing his cards close to his chest there. He doesn't want to get out. He doesn't want to get out. But I'll guarantee you he'll put in for bail and he'll be gone. He'll abscond. He will not stand trial here in this country. That's just me putting that out there. So you heard it here first, okay? As soon as that man gets bail, he's gone. Gone. So I would keep that man in. Just like Riyad Bugacher, he's still in. Nothing has been done about him. It's 2 years. It's coming up to 2 years next week when them children in Parnell Street were stabbed. It's disgusting, I have to say. It's disgusting. Everyone else going through there. I still wouldn't expect justice if the state has anything to do with it. I know. Yeah, a cry for help. Ask the trans man, period of pains, like great hence crickets. Ask the trans men what a period of pain is like, or birth pains, and you'll hear crickets.
Exactly.
Yeah. Moved away from that now. Sorry, trans woman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. In 4 days' time, 2 years since the Parnell Square attack. It's the 23rd. It was. I'm sure it was the 23rd. It's the day before my daughter's birthday. Yeah, it's the 23rd. Yeah. I thought the child could not be interviewed. The doctor said he will walk, I think.
Well, that's what they said.
But he haven't interviewed the child, yeah. Yeah.
Now, whether they have now, I don't know, but that's what was said.
Yeah, I think, Christine, listen, he's not going to stand trial. As soon as he gets bail, somebody's going to go bail for him. He'll pay them off and he's gone out of the country. Cheerio. He's not going to stand trial. No. Especially if they're soldiers coming in here, you know. Paul, do you think the country is awake enough? Vincent, I think the country is very awake now at this moment in time. I think we woke up a lot of people to what actually happened in City West last Saturday with the slow drive protest. Like, that went on for a good 2.5 hours. Everybody was talking about it all week. You know what I mean? They're still talking about it now. You know what I mean? And yeah, I think a lot of people are awake. And I think this by-election and everything else is going to wake an awful lot more people up. You know what I mean? The one in Galway and the one here in Dublin. So, hey, listen, watch this space. We'll see how it goes. You know what I mean? You never know who'll be running there, you know? Ironically, the 23rd was a wake-up call for me to all of this shit. I wasn't there. I didn't go in. I didn't even tweet about it. I heard the lads. I was going in. The kids asked me not to go in. I didn't go in. And I'm not going to say I was glad I didn't go in. If I hadn't went in, I'd have seen what was going on. You know what I mean? Like, I called it. What are you leaving the bus there for? What are you leaving the tram there for? Easy pickings here. You know what I mean? What are you leaving all the squad cars open for and in certain areas? And a friend of mine said to me, the police aren't that wide. Come on, lads. Will you cop on, will you? You've seen what they've done in Coolock, in City West, in Rosscray, in Newtown, Mount Kennedy. Like, they've done it all over the place. Like, they've set people up. You know what I mean? That's what they do. That's what the police have done all the lives, you know. Misha Erda saying goes for many females also. They are still women. Yeah. Ken Donnelly, it looks like they're going after Derek Bloy and Phil Dwyer to silence them. Why? What's happening now with Derek Bloy and Phil Dwyer? Somebody said Derek had a GoFundMe up. Yeah, he needs it. Ireland doesn't have enough jail places to jail all these monsters. Yeah, we can throw out some of the people who are done for television licenses and mean tweets, and we'll make room for them. I predict division and a small turnout. In what? What do you think? In the by-elections? Is that what you're talking about? I'd say there will be some division there, all right. Definitely. I can predict that. I asked directly, said it wasn't him, so very odd to say the least. And I was talking about there. Keep him 2 or 3 year, then say he did time for them girls. Yeah, it's well said, Ferg. Jay Murphy, or if you could, how are you, Joe? If you could follow up on that response email around those concerns, that will close the loop. Which response email, Joe? Did you send me an email? Or is it me I thought? Doesn't matter. Not to worry. So yeah, Tulsa, we know where we are that day. That's where we're going next Tuesday. So let's see what you have now.
Right. Will you do the 2 links from Ashley O'Loughlin in relation to the shots? We've got some statistics there.
Yeah. She has this one here. This is the McConkey one, is it?
Yes.
Okay, I'll just read what she says. Yeah. Okay, this is actually here now. What does Professor Sam McConkey mean by Ireland's among the best in Europe for excess deaths? We've one of the highest death rates in the EU since the jabs he recommended. It's about time he responded to Eurostat excess death mortality thing. So here he is here now. If you can see that there. Ireland, now this was from an article from 11th of March 2022. Ireland was among the best countries in Europe for low excess deaths from COVID-19. That's according to Professor Sam McConkey, who was reacting to
low excess deaths.
Yeah.
Interesting, isn't it?
Yeah. That's a COVID death tolls in countries across the world. Published in the Lancet, it found that during 2020 and 2021, the pandemic led to 18.2 million excess deaths. All cause mortality reports were collected for 74 countries and territories, as well as 266 subnational locations. It examined how many deaths we might have expected to see versus how many we actually did. The number of excess deaths due to COVID-19 was largest in the regions of South Asia, North Africa, and the Middle East and Eastern Europe. The highest numbers of cumulative excess deaths were estimated in India, the USA, Russia, Mexico, Brazil, Indonesia, and Pakistan, while it found rates varied substantially in Western Europe, with some countries such as Ireland, Iceland, Norway, and Cyprus having some of the lowest rates in the world at less than 50 deaths per 100,000 capita. 50 per 100,000, so that'd be 5. Okay, Sam McConkey is head of the Department of International Health and Tropical Medicine at the Royal College of Surgeons, Ireland. He told News Talk, Ireland has done very well. We have come out of this very well, among the best in Europe, with Norway and Iceland. What they did, they looked at the expected death rate in each country, which was based on what happened in 2010 to 2019. From that, you can look at a trend. So much is decreasing each year. How much in the winter excess and summer improvement. So there are seasonal and temporal trends. Deaths from other causes. He says Ireland had also access to excellent diagnostics throughout the pandemic. In Ireland, they're saying it's about 1,200 approximately, which is less than our 6,000 deaths that we have recorded due to PCR. There was a lot more excess deaths than that. A lot more. Like, I think we've done this in 2022. So I've had the show since 2022. I've reported on this. Like, the excess deaths were up something like 18.2% in 2022.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? 22% in 2023, and it's starting to flat off again. But the more vaccines people are getting, the more they're getting there.
Yeah.
I'll just stop sharing that for a minute, and I'll get.
Mm-hmm. And then there's one underneath it as well.
Yeah, we've
got. No, Aislinn's great at calling this out.
Mm. There it is. There, the Eurostat deaths.
This is Cyprus.
This is Cyprus. Yeah, I'm looking now. Eurostat excess mortality, Cyprus 2022. Weren't the injections supposed to stop people dying? They've made matters worse in Cyprus, and nobody's talking about it in the mainstream media. It's like they're covering up the crime they're implicated in and pretending it's not an issue. January 2022, look, 37.5. February 25.6. March 22, 35. April 22. May, June, July. Like if it's supposed to stop, you're dying. Well, how has the excess deaths gone up that much? Like, you know what I mean? It's.
I just sent you on the RIP deaths in Ireland.
Wow. Oh, Jesus.
I know we featured this before, but it's good to put it back up again.
It's just shocking, isn't it?
Yeah. Sorry, I actually thought I sent this on as well. Hold on.
Look at this.
Yeah.
2021, we've gone up, look, to 35, then 36,000, up to 37,000, 37,000, and 2024, 36,000. We're still thousands over what the projected thing is. Like, we're still 4, 5, and 6,000 over, you know?
And not a mention on the mainstream media.
Nothing, but not a mention about how many people are getting cancer. Like, I'm going to be honest with you, the last 6 weeks, I've heard 6 or 7 people, four of them have died. You know what I mean? And 3 of them have been diagnosed with cancer with only a couple of months to live. Like, young people, 55, 56, 58, you know, it's disgusting. Like, you know what I mean? It really is.
You can actually, should be able to go on to the next screenshot I just sent over. If you go over there, I'd say. Yeah, that's it there now.
Across the EU, excess mortality reached 3.5% in June 2025. So that's 3.5% over normal, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Excess mortality in Q2 of 2025 was higher than in Q2 2024, averaging 2.9 compared with 2.6 a year earlier. Malta, Spain, and Austria recorded the highest excess mortality rates in June 2025 at 29%, 10.6 and 10.5% respectively, while Bulgaria was minus 8.8, Lithuania was minus 8.6, and Latvia was minus 7.8, recorded the lowest. They were the lowest vaccinated countries in the world.
Same
those
as
3
Romania.
countries.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I
So
see
what's
there,
that telling you?
Dennis has put up, you know, why the F is this not on RT? Dennis, if they put this up, they have to admit what's going on, and they don't want to admit what's going on.
That's it. They have to deal with it then, Dennis. You know what I mean? They have to deal with it. But I'll be honest with you, anyone worth their salt that's standing in any of these elections or by-elections, they need to be talking about excess deaths. They need to be talking about everything that's going on and about accountability from these COVID vaccines and everything else. And Tusla and the immigration and everything else that's going on in this country, because these WEF puppets in this government are ruining this country.
Yeah.
And now you know what the 30 pieces of silver was for Pascal to go and do what he did to this country.
Yeah. I'm absolutely ashamed to have the same surname as him.
Is he done it here or done it how?
Well, it's spelled the same way as mine, but some areas pronounce it Donoghue.
My mum died of cancer 38 years ago. Back then, they said 1 in 20 people will get cancer. Now they say 1 in 2 will die of cancer. Yeah, this has been going. They've been saying this for the last few years. And me and my mate used to sit watching the football together, and he'd look at me and he'd go, "One of us won't be here this time next year." You know, just joking, like, you know what I mean? Because that's what they're doing here. They're pushing it here that you can do it, you know?
I know.
100%, Paul. Yeah. It's to get rid of white people. And who's behind it all? The small hats. All the CEOs are small hats. Do you get the bigger picture? Yeah. Greg, you can't use raw RIP numbers, as some deaths have several notifications. They have also notices for people who died abroad. Okay. I should have known someone would do this. I did this 2 years ago from 2021 to 22, 22 to 23, and 24. Sorry, I did it from 20 to 21, 21 to 22, 22 to 23, and 23 to 24. And I filtered out everything. I made sure that there wasn't any duplicates or anything like that. And those deaths are way through the roof, mate. I filtered it, trust me. And I made a graph and everything. And I don't know whether I have the graph there or not. I'll see. I know I have it on the Irish column one. No, I haven't got the graph there. But, yeah. Okay. I watched that Borders and Lies show on Virgin Media. after hearing Philip Ward talking about it, scripted the bits to suit their narrative. You made a couple of cameo appearances, Paul, with your speeches. Yeah, I remember that. I think that was the last one I did. Yeah, that was the day I got arrested. Yeah. No disrespect to Gavin Pepper, but he should be talking about this as well. Well, hey, listen, each to their own, lads. You know what I mean? Each to their own. You know, some people are good at talking about good stuff and other stuff, and some people are good at talking about other stuff. So I talk about everything. That's just the way I am. You know what I mean? I'll call out anyone. If it's wrong, it's wrong. I'll call it out. You know, I don't care. And I don't care who I hurt or who I upset, you know? They should stick a small number of issues in the by-election. A small number of issues. Stick to small number of issues in the by-election. I think you should do everything in the by-election. That's it, lads. Young people dying from lockdown suicide during COVID. Now young people dying after being forced to take the jab. Yeah, John Paul, it's ridiculous. Like I told you, I've told this story a few times. I met a guy Christmas last year. He all suited up, and I looked and his shoes were manky. And I said, Jason, we playing football? He said, I just took a kid out of a field. And I, what do you mean? And he told me that he was taking down 5 kids a week. Now, if that's 5 kids a week, is that just in Dublin or is that around the country? Because if that's just in Dublin, that's over 300 kids committing suicide in Dublin every year. Even if it's around the country, that's 300 kids. That's a pandemic. That's an epidemic. That's a pandemic on its own that needs to be addressed. Yeah. And we never hear the suicide statistics until it's too late. Yeah. You know, 2 years later, we'll find out about it. But these are all things that need to be spoken about and need to be addressed. Everything needs to be addressed here, and people need to be held account for this, you know. The young kids now think they've no future, they've no anything, you know, it's horrendous. It really is. Don Chad, my son's name. Snakes they are, Orla. Yes, they are. Okay, Paul. Did conversations during the election. COVID conversations during election will be distracting and divisive. Listen, this stuff needs to be spoken about, guys. It's no good brushing it under the carpet and saying it didn't happen. It did happen.
Oh, it needs to be addressed. Too many excess deaths.
There's people dying of cancer here because of COVID and because of misdiagnosis and everything else. So, come on, you know. My wife died August this year. She was 54, had 3 jabs because her employer insisted. Massive blood clot. No one wanted to talk about the vaccines. I'm so sorry to hear about that, Graham.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Rest in peace, your missus there. I'm so sorry to hear about that, mate.
Just when you're talking about the flu shots, I've just sent you over there from that Nicholas guy.
Fair play to you, Paul and Orla. I went through hell with my friends because of the COVID bullshit. So did I.
Listen, we all did. We all tried to warn people who weren't listened to.
Suicides off the wall in young and middle-aged men. Yeah, I know. And this needs to be addressed. This needs to be stopped. Have a graph. Yeah, okay. What's that saying there? Why are McDonald's recruiting undocumented delivery drivers? Joke place. You go into any of the McDonald's, any of the Deliveroo's, they're all not one white fella. Graham, sorry to hear that. Yeah, everyone is sorry to hear that about your Mrs. Graham. I'm really sorry to hear that as well. I worked on a phone service.
This is why we do. This is why we're doing what we're doing. This is why we're highlighting what we're highlighting. You know, and the flu shots are just as bad because we reckon now the mRNA has been added into them.
It has been added into them. It has, yeah. It has. Teresa there, I worked on a phone service, 13-year-olds hanging themselves all the time, heartbreaking, and that was 3 years ago. It's horrendous. It's horrendous. Sorry to hear that, Graham. 3 male suicides in my local area in the last 6 months, 2 in their early 20s and a gent in his 60s. Jesus, Drew, sorry to hear that, mate.
It's absolutely awful.
Bless Graham. Constitution and immigration are main issues. You're not wrong, but why not campaign on contrails then? Well, why not? Look up and see them there. They're there, aren't they? You know? But if you talk about them, you're a conspiracy theorist and nobody will take you seriously, even though everybody knows what's going on up there with the geoengineering. But you're not allowed to talk about stuff like that. If you talk about stuff like that, excuse me, you're a crank. You're a nut job. You're a flat earther. It's just, lads, we all know what's there. 5 years post-COVID, that wretched government have moved on with no inquiry, and we need an inquiry. That's the problem.
100%.
Yeah, we do. Who you have running in the by-election? Who have we got running in the by-election? Who you have running in the by-election?
We don't know yet.
I haven't seen that. Well done for speaking out. Thanks very much. Thank you. Victory will only be achieved when we pull together. And I'm a firm believer of that. And we have been putting out. Anthony has reached out to everybody. And lads, you're going to bite your heads off now come Sunday. Okay, because we'll be announcing something to you on Sunday. Watch this space. Hi, guys. Hope you're all well today. We are, Vince. Yeah, how's things? Sadly, it will alienate people. Well, I don't think it will alienate people, to be honest with you. People know what happened. People know what went on. People are looking around them and they're seeing their friends dying. Like there's Tom McDonald. Tom McDonald's at a funeral every day in Kildare, one of his friends. He's saying it's every day, every other day. Like people can see what happened. People know what happened. There's little villages getting wiped out, and then they're bringing 300 and 400 males in there just to take the eye off it. You know, oh, Mary died, Johnny died, Paddy died, or here's 300 bleeding Muslims there to take your mind off that. That's what they're doing. That's exactly what they're doing. Too many sheep out there. They don't want to know the truth. They do know the truth. My sister worked for a service that was not allowed to talk people out of suicide. You were only allowed to be there with them on the phone. You weren't allowed to talk them out of it. What's the point? Oh, for better or worse, some people think the corona killed their granny and won't be convinced otherwise.
Well, that's
Wait
it.
to start killing them. Yeah, no, I agree with you too. Justin Barrett, Frankie, Justin Barrett. What's wrong with Justin Barrett? Is he in the chat here or something? The white anti-agenda is bound to wreak havoc on any Irish child's psyche. Yeah, I would rather be a conspiracy theorist than a collaborator. I'm the same, Barry. You know, question everything. If you question everything, you're not a sheep. I know, Toffee, people are indeed waking up, but unfortunately too slowly, and that's a worry. Yeah, it is. We are growing stronger because we are willing to talk about it, is the point of this show. Exactly. Yeah. That's exactly what it is. We talk about everything. There's nothing off the table. We'll talk about everything. If you have something to say to us and tell us something, we will investigate it. We will look into it, and we will come back to you with facts. That's what we do. Flu shots are all too common. We have publicans and customers giving each other the flu shot in the back door every weekend. Okay, don't know what you got in there from. But the flu shot gives you the flu. What's the point in taking something that gives you the bleeding flu? It's to stop you getting the flu. You want the flu shot, you know? Come on. Yep, many couldn't care less. Bread and circus is all they're concerned about. Yes, nothing, lol. I thought you were going to have him on. I like him. Have who on? Who are we to have on? Sorry, Frankie. Justin Barrett. No, I've never even asked Justin. I tell you, Martin might get Justin on. Martin's a good friend of Justin's, and Martin might get him on. Yeah.
What was I going to say? Yeah. Do you want to play that that flu shot?
The monk is going to run again. Is he? Has he came out with that? Has he? Doctors in the north are sending letters to get the flu jab and offering the COVID jab at the same time. Yeah. Yeah. There she is. Never fails during the show. But hang on there. Let me just have a Bo Peep. Yeah, okay. I'm just looking at the comments there. Hang on a sec. Yeah. Cool Shola is not being negative for the sake of it, just saying when the elections come, message needs to be streamlined. Yeah, no, I agree, mate. We do. But I think all messages need to be streamlined. I think all messages need to be going out. You know what I mean? We can't just run on one or two things. Like, you need to be running on everything. You know, people need to know you're there for them, you know? What happened on Sunday? I don't know what happened on Sunday. YouTube blocked everything and was taken down off all the sites, and the whole lot. The broadcast was gone. So I don't know. You can get it on Rumble. I'll put it in here now. I'll put the Rumble thing in here now in a minute. And you can get it on Rumble. I get you, Toffee. Yeah, I get you too, Toffee. I do, yeah. Okay, what did you say to me, Orla? Go with what?
The one I've sent you there in Nicholas guy in relation to the flu shots.
Nicholas Hirscher.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just see. I like this guy, yeah. I really do.
Yeah, he's putting out good information.
Yeah. This is the flu shots, guys. We're just going to go with these flu shots.
Mm-hmm.
This is so disturbing that these shots that doctors are giving to pregnant women, just a flu vaccine, can cause this debilitating illness, Guillain-Barré syndrome. The body starts to attack its own nerves, and then you get all sorts of horrible, debilitating issues. We have to remember a recent large study from the Cleveland Clinic with, I believe, over 40,000 people in it, did find that the flu vaccines actually increase the risk of flu by 27%. They don't work, they backfire, they cause immune dysregulation. So you're just injecting yourself with toxins that make everything worse. So yeah, all this stuff needs to change. So this is a stark reminder. It's not just the mRNA shots that are harming people.
Yeah, there's a bit of, hold on a second, I think there's a bit of reading to it. Yeah, the flu shots can cause your immune system to attack your own nerves, Guillain-Barré syndrome, which is actually like paralysis, leaving you paralyzed and unable to breathe. They also don't work and actually increase, remember we put this up recently, and increase the risk of flu by 27%. The Cleveland Clinic and other infections by 340%.
Wow.
So there you go now. So they're damaging the immune system. That's where they're at.
Yeah. I tell you, I want to talk about this now because this is something that I have seen with my own eyes.
Okay.
Yeah, this is... Okay, let me just... State purchases Castletown House lands and restores access. Okay, have you ever seen this place?
Yes, I've done the animal rescue
review on
charity events.
Okay, so it has been closed for months. It was closed during the summer and they only reopened it then, you know what I mean? And but it seems now the government have bought it. They were in limbo up there. People, I walked through it during the summer and I seen the OPW vans and everything else, and I called it straight away. The state has purchased the land surrounding Castletown House to bring an end to a 2-year controversy. 235 acres of historic estate lands at the Selbridge landmark have now been purchased by the OPW on behalf of the state. It was announced today. The lands in question have been privately owned, and most recently in 2022, the OPB was outbid in a commercial best bids process, and their lands remained in private ownership. In September 23, issues around the access to the Castletown estate arose following an entire entrance and car park near the M4 being shut to the public and OPW staff, sparking a major local protest that has continued to this day. New access routes were proposed by the OPW near Selbridge Village, but some locals objected and remained protesting at the gates. Local residents go all in. As a result, OPW staff had been unable to access the grounds and keep them fully maintained. In April 2025, a limited access arrangement allowed for staff to return into the workplace, and the house reopened to the public in the summer. That's right, that happened around July. Kevin Boxer Moran, Minister of State and with responsibility for the Office of OPW, said today, "When I became Minister for the OPW in February this year, I had 3 objectives in relation to Castletown. The first was to get the OPW staff back to their place of work. This was achieved in April. The second was to reopen the house and parklands again to the public. This was achieved in July, as I said, this year, and the house reopened for tours over the summer. I'm delighted to confirm today that this third objective has now been achieved through the purchase of the lands, which includes the access from the M4 motorway. In announcing this, I would like to thank the OPW staff that work at Castletown for their dedication and resilience. Over the last couple of years, I look forward to continuing to work with the local elected representatives, the sellout ones, and Kildare County Council and the local community in the weeks and months ahead." Okay, Castletown, there you go. What's happening here, people? They will start breaking up the lands here now because the government own this now. If you go over to the M4 now, I think they've already opening up there, and there's buildings starting over there. I don't know what's going in there. I seen excavators in there a couple of weeks ago. Now, I don't know what they were doing. They could have been I don't know what they were doing. But people of Castletown, you need to be watching all of this land because they're going to start putting modular homes in there. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah, what's going into that house there?
The house, I think there's a preservation order on the house. I don't think they
so.
can touch the house. But immaterial whether they can touch the house or not, there's 235 acres around the house. It's prime land. All you have to do is put a few fences up. Nobody gets in near there. Nobody can see it. So if anyone has a drone, Phil, or anyone who has a drone, get your drone over there and let's have a look and see what's going on them 245 acres. Because they have it closed down as well, down as far as where the cemetery is on the far side of Selbridge.
Yeah.
That's part of Castletown as well. That used to be a riding school. I don't know whether it still is a riding school. There's a lot of shady shenanigans going on there, people. So, people of Selbridge, you need to watch out. And if you need to reach out to Shannon Adina, please do reach out to Shannon Adina because we can help you in any way we can. So, okay. But that's my 10 cents worth there. I think this is going to be broke up into sections and there will be houses or modular homes put on this land. That's my take on this. So, if anyone has any information on it, please come back to me and let me know. Thank you. Okay, Orla, what did you say to me there?
Will you play the video actually on the rent?
On the rent?
Because it's under tenants, because this is actually very important in case people don't know about it, because this is going to have a huge impact on things as well.
Tenants, okay. I didn't. Do you know what happened the other night? I'll tell you what happened the other night. Oh, yeah.
You're too busy lad chatting to each other.
No, we weren't. I actually have that tenants one here, but I moved tenants. Where is it? Oh, I thought I had that.
Do you want me to resend it over?
No, it should be in the WhatsApp. And anyway, but I thought I did pull it down. Hang on. Tenants. Tenants, yeah, that's that video of your man. A little outfit. It's all right. I'll just play it from here. Okay. Yeah, we'll go from here with this one. And just tell me if you can get the sound.
Big changes coming for Irish residential landlords from the 1st of March 2026. Any tenancy agreement offered to a tenant has to offer that same tenant a 6-year term. There are 2 ways of the landlord getting out of that 6-year term: getting into financial difficulty themselves or needing the property for an immediate family member, parent or child. But they're the only 2 ways. The third way, selling on, will only be possible with the tenant in situ. What this means is that there really will only be 2 buyers for your property once it has this 6-year tenancy. That will be the tenant themselves or another landlord. Is that going to impact on your investments? Is that going to impact on your value? I think it's clear that it probably will. What can you do about it? Not a lot, except understand what it is and maybe make your choices around property with those new rules in mind and not the old ones.
Now, how many landlords is going to sell up because of that?
Lots, yeah.
As if we don't have enough of a housing crisis as it is. You know? It's just shocking.
Oh, I know. It is. It's nasty, all right. You know.
Yeah.
Well, how many? As someone just said there, how many TDs are landlords? How many?
Well, we know Healy Ray is.
Healy Ray is, yeah, of course he is, yeah.
And he's made over $1 million through the Ukrainians. That's scam.
Yeah.
So what did he make? 1.2 or 1.4 million is what he's made.
It's mad.
Yeah.
It's a lot of money, isn't it?
There's 2 quick videos there on Paris and Brussels if you are is it Brussels, I think it is, if you want to play them, because I know we're coming up near 11.
Oh, I'll give you Brussels. I'll give you Brussels first. Now we'll go Paris first.
Well, they're only, both of them are short.
Yeah.
Shocking, isn't it?
Oh my God, that's Paris.
Like, look at the
Wow,
state of it.
geez.
And now, can't you see there now looks more like India. But can't you see now how these countries end up like that? You know? But look,
If
look
you,
at certain areas over in
you
England. The
let in
same thing's
the
going
third
on.
world, let in the third world, you become the third world. It's as simple as
Yeah.
that. It's a true saying.
Yeah.
I'm going to play Belgium here. This is Brussels.
A few months later, when summer ends, they come back to Belgium. But at the moment, it's quite calm in here, as you can see. Well, in the whole of Brussels, it's about 88% foreigners. So I think that may be a record in Europe, actually. And Molenbeek is one of the worst. So I would think that there's only about 1 or 2% natives left here in Molenbeek, and they live in the few nicer houses closer to the political center, because Brussels is of course also known for being the political capital of Europe. A lot of institutions are here, also NATO, United Nations, etc. have headquarters here. So a lot of people are working in politics, and they of course have nice neighborhoods, safe neighborhoods, and then the foreigners and the poor people are contained in areas like Molenbeek, like Saint-Josse, Anderlecht, where you have quite a different experience, because at the place where we are standing right now, yesterday there was a big gunfight here.
88%. Like, they've overtaken. Like, that's unbelievable.
I think that must be the biggest.
Like, that's,
That
I
must
was
be the
quite
biggest.
shocked to see that now, like, do you know?
Yeah, that has to be the biggest. It really does.
Those guys are actually very good now at highlighting that stuff.
Yeah, they are. I'm just going to share this here now. Anyone who wants to, you get us there. If you want to Revolut or some boys of coffee, just scan that there and it'll bring you to the Scooby Doo. And you can, Jesus, we're up to loads here now tonight. Hang on. Up to 1,000 there, people. We haven't got much left to be doing, so we'll just be winging it here, I think.
Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. I'll ask Orla what needs to be done.
And that's what I said. I rectified what I said there, or I did. You know what I mean?
Because you'd be like, oh God, I'm going to get at the green room. John Connors. Then there's a screenshot on low birth rates. Paris is finished.
Okay.
I'm just getting rid of these here now that I've done. And then there's there's one called Afghan in the UK that's over the justice. Oh, and there's Dimple Dempsey as well.
Dimple Dempsey.
Or Dimple Dempsey, sorry, yeah. Then there's a
Dimple
Birmingham one as well.
Dimple Dempsey.
Dimple. You're confusing me.
Yeah, Dimple Dempsey. There's a Birmingham one. There's a Housing Promises one. There's a Bristol one. We are dealing with a hoax. I've Dimple Dempsey.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've a few there now. What?
Yeah, we'll just fire them one after the other. Fire them out. John Connors one is only a minute as well. Like, they're not long.
Yeah, I have that there now. This
is
actually,
I only came across this on
funding is there
in relation to Belcamp and Darndale. So I just thought it was important to highlight it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm going to play it there now. John Connors.
So I've come across a bit of a scandal, right? Creative Places Darndale is a programme that runs in Darndale and Belcamp and the surrounding areas that supports local artists. I've had experience with them myself, and Taryn, who runs the programme, has been great in the area and has made a huge difference working with all the different groups within the area, supporting them in a way I actually have never seen. And I'm a big advocate for creativity and creativity within working class communities. I think they need it most, and I think they're the people that can give the most. Now, the programme is funded for 2 years and got funded recently for up to 2 years, but for some reason the steering committee voted to pause the programme, and Northside's partnership have made it official. Why? This area more than any other area needs this programme and needs art and creativity, and the artists need support, and the money is there. Can someone please tell me what is going on?
He's right. What is going on? You know,
and the funding is there.
Like,
this is an arts programme. So why are they pausing it? And like, these areas are working class, and they desperately need programmes like this. So why has it been paused?
I don't know. I really don't know.
Very strange, like, do you know what I mean? So, you know.
Someone just putting up there. Breaking: Gardaí arrived this evening at the Burke home to arrest teacher Enoch Burke. Okay, I'm just going to play this here just for a minute. I haven't seen this, so I'm just going to play it. Everybody should get out to Mountjoy, lads, and get him out. He needs to be.
Is Enoch there?
Who was your name?
Pat is my name.
Pat. Your second name?
Cohen. Is Enoch?
Pat Cohen. Enoch Burke has a right to his constitutional rights in this country.
I just want to know, is he here or not?
He has a right to religious freedom.
But is he here
And he has a right not to accept transgenderism. It's disgraceful, absolutely disgraceful. This is the guards now again, today, Wednesday, here, looking to arrest Enoch Burke. Enoch Burke, looking to arrest him for refusing to accept transgenderism, transgender ideology. This is the Gardaí. It's an absolute disgrace on our country. This is all the Gardaí have to do today, with all the crime, the drugs, the abuse, the assaults. This is what the Gardaí are doing. Coming up here looking for Enoch Burke. It's a sad, sad day. That's all I can say. It's a very, very sad day. 3 Gardaí. 3 Gardaí. Absolutely disgraceful. Absolutely disgraceful.
Again, she's right. With all the crimes that's going on, they're arresting him for that. Like, you know.
I know,
Order
it's
follow.
absolutely, yeah.
Teen cops. There you go. Chris Bourne. Nothing else to copy and paste for him. And he's gone again.
Was there another vile comment just up there a second ago from him?
Yeah, Doogie style. Yeah, that's another one. Doogie style.
Oh, like doggy style. Would that be it?
Yeah,
Jesus,
yeah.
He's disgusting. Well,
He's
you know,
a
I
sick
see
man,
him
all
called
right.
out in the comments, so it's great.
I'm going to be honest with you. Okay, for a man who 10 years ago was the brains behind Brexit, and make no mistake, he was the man that was behind that, to be coming from that, to be the hollow shell of a man he is now, who nobody even speaks to. I know
Look
where
at
he
the, look at the, look at the
where I
names
am.
like he's come up under tonight. They're absolutely disgusting.
Yeah.
And fair play to people calling them out in the comments, because they've cocked it. Like, they know exactly.
Hence my taking the mick out of that fucking Egypt.
No,
Yeah,
fair play to
you're
you,
right.
Chris. Like, you're calling everything out here now. Fair play to you. It's
Fair play,
absolutely
Chris. Yeah.
vile and disgusting. And a man at nearly 60 years old to be at this crack.
Yeah, we've. One of the lads did reach out to me and asked me could he come on tonight to sort of put the record straight and do whatever. And I don't think tonight is the time to be doing it. I think we need to wait till Sunday to do something like that, like Orla, you know. And I know you don't like. I'm not saying you don't like getting involved, but it's been really traumatic for you over the last few months. I can vouch for that, and you're not one to moan or bitch or complain, you know what I mean, or talk about anyone. So I'd rather you weren't here when we had this guy on, so we can talk to him, you know. And if he wants to say whatever, he can say whatever he wants about us. But I don't think anyone should be talking about you, because you're the only one who talks about you, and that's the way it should be, you know what I mean. So let them talk about different things, you know what I mean. And we will do it Sunday night. We won't do it tonight. And right, we have 1 or 2 more videos.
Yeah, D. Shall we do D and then just a couple of others, and then we'll finish up.
Yeah, Dimple Dempsey.
So a priest and a nun got off today from serving their very minuscule sentence of 5 years in prison for female genital mutilation in Ireland. Yeah, a priest and a nun. Imagine. Back in the old days, that would have been acceptable. There was a lot done to kids. You know, we have babies buried in tombs still. We wonder how they died. Huh? But this priest and nun, they weren't from Ireland. They were from Germany. They spoke German. So they interpreted the court case wrong. You see, their child fell on a toy. Their 20-month, that child that they were looking after. Yeah, that 21-month-old child. She just fell in a tie. I don't know, it must have been a machete or something, because it took her clitoris off and her glands are all in and around it internally. Yeah, this priest and this nun, it's absolutely disgraceful. I don't know why the left aren't going crazy. I mean, it's like the old days. They're just getting away with it. It wasn't a priest and a nun. It was an immigrant couple just practicing their culture. RTE reported on it. They reported like the priests and the nuns would have reported it. Like the poor priest and the nun got awfully abused in the prison. People were calling them names. Was that awful? That's just awful. You can't be doing that to the priests and the nuns. You can't be doing that to the immigrants either that come over here and cut the genitals off their children, apparently. That's racist. That's not allowed. And RTE will do a whole little TV segment on how terribly they were treated for mutilating their little baby. Yep. That's what Ireland's coming to. A bunch of racists in prison and a bunch of racists outside. I mean, the racists outside are giving out about them too. How very dare they? This is their cultural belief, and it was a mistake. It's not, you know, she was just playing with a toy. A machete, probably.
Wow, that's mental, isn't it? Vincent Brown is just asking there, Paul, could you have John Wilson on some night? Yes, I haven't got John's number, but what I will do is, Vincent, if you know John Wilson, send him that number there, or if anyone knows John Wilson, send him my number there, 0892031521, or email us at irelandlive@gmail.com, or call us on WhatsApp, 0892031521. If anyone has John Wilson's number, get it to me. I will reach out to him and we will have him on. Yeah, no problem. I like what John Wilson does. I really do. If you can buy us a coffee and whatever. But yeah, we've just hit 1100 there, people. Fair play to everyone.
That's great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, we've done.
Someone was asking there earlier that could I do my Herman impression, and I'm not going to do Herman impressions. You know,
I didn't actually. Because I didn't get a chance to even catch up on the show from the other night.
Yeah. Oh shit! Yeah, hold on now. I'm going to put this in the comments, people. Yeah, sorry. Thanks for reminding me there. The show from the other night has been blocked everywhere.
Yeah, how come it was blocked?
It was blocked. First, it was blocked for copyright on YouTube. Couldn't put it out. Tried to put it out. It was blocked again. Copyright. So I tried to fix
I couldn't get it up on the.
But it got taken off every platform. Every platform it was taken down from on Sunday night or Monday morning, whatever it was, and it was getting some great hits. So I don't know why it was taken down. Let me just see. Have I got it here yesterday? There it is. There. Yeah. I'm just gonna. I have it copied up to Rumble, lads. That's where it's gone to, up to Rumble. It won't be taken down off Rumble, and I'm after sending you the link there into the. The link has gone in there. There's the link there. You'll see it. But anyone who's in the comments can just copy that link and go straight to Rumble.
Because
so that's the show
she
from
did
the
a
other
segment
night.
on the shots and all that. So it's probably that as well, maybe.
Yeah. Listen, and then we done Ava and we played the songs. I said there was songs in it. There was UEFA because we played the football thing from UEFA.
Okay.
Anything just to fair play, Fitzy. No problem, Chris. That's no problem. Yes, Chris Bourne. Rick Munn is a fantastic journalist. Yes, he is. It's probably mass reporting by the haters. Yeah, it is. But to take it down off everyone, you know, and anyone, if you do go onto the Rumble site there, follow the page, please. Click onto the Irish column and follow the Rumble, and we'll sort it. Yeah, thanks very much, everyone. I look forward to Sunday night. I look forward myself. Yes, is that you, Dermo? Louisa Bridge? Yeah, I think that's who it is. All right, that's how I copped the Louisa Bridge. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Even on X, that's what I found strange. Off everything. It come off everything. Every broadcast that was put out on the 8 different
Actually,
places.
can I just say
Boom.
something here? I'm not going to get into anything. Can I just give a shout out to Chris Bourne? He'll know what I'm talking about. A couple of things have been sent on to me with Chris for highlighting certain things. That's all I'll say. He'll know what I'm getting at.
Orla, you know well. Yeah, it is. Fair play. Dee. Yeah, good man, Dee. Yeah, cool. Oh, my James, great show. Okay, we're going to just go. We have...
Yeah, so people get the popcorn for Sunday night.
Yeah.
Put up Chris's comment there. We're talking
Birmingham,
cold, Chris.
Where, hey, Orla. Where,
No,
Orla.
thank you.
Yeah, hey, taken down, not. Yay, hey, taken down, not. Okay.
Mm.
It's gone back up. Hold on, let me just check on YouTube and see, is it gone back up, you know? It might be. YouTube, bookmarks. Biddy bing, baddy boom, baddy boom. No, I'm not YouTube. Oh, listen, doesn't matter. I can't find it. Rumble, I have Rumble. So, people, yeah, if you're going to join that Rumble page, the Irish Column Rumble page, okay.
Yeah.
Or we have Birmingham,
Bristol, and there is Afghan in the UK. They're only 1 minute. I think they're all 1 and 2 minutes. That's all. So there's 3 of them.
Let's play Birmingham first.
Yeah.
Another victim in lawless England, where we saw on Friday night a lady in her 30s, 34-year-old lady, a woman, was leaving work in Birmingham city centre and was attacked, an unprovoked attack, authorities are saying, where she was stabbed in the neck multiple times and fought for her life over the weekend. Unfortunately, it's now been announced by the authorities that she's no longer with us. She fought as much as she could from the unprovoked attack, but unfortunately has passed away this morning. The 21-year-old attacker, Jason Raphael, as police described as a black British national, has appeared in Birmingham Magistrates Court today on attempted murder and 2 other knife offences, but West Midlands Police have said that they wish to change the charges to murder now, as the victim, the 34-year-old woman who was leaving work, has now passed away. But when will it stop? And the Home Secretary has released a statement about the attack that occurred on Friday night, saying it was absolutely shocking and her thoughts go out to her family and friends. But this is happening now on a regular basis. It is escalating. I'm always using that word, escalating. It's happening pretty much now every day. We saw what happened in West London. We saw what happened in Derby in a bank. We saw what happened on a train. We saw also what happened to Lily Whitehouse last Wednesday, where that monster Mohammed Hassan took her life from us. And now another unprovoked attack where a 34-year-old British citizen leaving work has lost her life. When will enough be enough?
Wow, that is... I'm going to play Bristol now, okay.
Breaking news. Bristol's the latest city to be shaken by serious child exploitation allegations. 7 men have now been charged with more than 40 offences linked to the abuse of 11 girls. The charges cover a range of crimes including rape, sexual assault and child sexual exploitation, as well as supplying drugs like cocaine and ecstasy. The alleged offences took place between 2022 and 2025. Those charged include 19-year-old Mohammed Araf, 20-year-old Sina Omari, 21-year-old Wadi Sharaf, 19-year-old Hussein Bashar and 21-year-old Mohammed Kurdi, all living in the Bristol area. According to Sky News, Araf and Sharaf are originally from Syria and Omari from Iran. 2 other men aged 19 and 26 have also been charged, but not yet named publicly. Police say the investigation began after concerns were raised in late 2023 and that victims are now receiving specialist support. It's another devastating case in what feels like a national pattern of abuse that keeps emerging in towns and cities across the UK. And each time we're told lessons have been learned, yet more cases appear. 7 men charged, 11 girls whose lives will never be the same, and a country still waiting for answers on how this keeps happening. If you want to follow how this case develops and others like it, follow for updates and in-depth analysis as the story unfolds.
He's very good.
He is very good, yeah.
Over on TikTok, he's very good.
I'm going to finish off with this one now, the Afghan in the UK. Okay.
This guy's
So
another.
it's now been published by one media outlet. Other media outlets have been banned or have injunctions against them from the establishment for releasing this story. But the murder of Wayne Broadhurst was committed, as we know, by an Afghan national, 22, who came over on a lorry. But it's just been unearthed that he was actually in prison previously. He was in prison previously in a British prison for knife offences. But under Shabina Mahmood's new laws, and new laws that she brought in, if you remember, when she was head of British Justice, she decided to release around 40,000 prisoners early. You probably remember that, where they wanted to release more dangerous prisoners into society to free up space for people that post on social media. As you're probably well aware, over 12,000 people have been arrested for social media posts and jailed, put in prison, but they decided to let people like this chap who murdered and stabbed Wayne Broadhurst multiple times for 14 seconds. That's a long time when something like that is happening to you. But it was her who decided to release prisoners earlier, and Wayne Broadhurst's murderer was one of those prisoners released early under Shabina Mahmood's new law in releasing 40,000 prisoners early. You couldn't write this fucking shit.
Well, I mean, they have to let prisoners out because they need to put the likes of the far right and the ones who don't pay their TV license in. So let's let out all the dangerous criminals.
The people who do the mean tweets, yeah. It's just.
Yeah. Come here. Did you play Kirsty Gallagher's video where she got attacked in London? I've just sent it on to you there again. Did you play it? Now, if you played it, that's fine.
I don't know whether, I think I did. I don't know whether I did or not, but hey, listen.
No, if you didn't play it Sunday, then we didn't get to play it.
Okay, I don't think I did then. Maybe I didn't. I'm just going to pull it down there now. I already have it pulled down there. Hang on. Just give me a minute.
The video, Paul.
You know, it's a video. I pulled them all down. I had them all ready here Sunday night, and
you were male bonding the 3 years.
Well, I wouldn't say we were male bonding. I'd say we were busy talking.
Yeah, male bonding.
I thought I did pull it down.
Good man, Chris.
Kirsty Gallagher. No, I didn't pull it down. I thought I did. Save as Kirsty. I don't know whether I did or not.
No, we hadn't. Unless it was played Sunday night, we hadn't played it.
Okay, let me see. It didn't pull down there. Where did it go? Did it go into that new phone?
I know. Well, I just sent it back over to you again. So is that easier?
Yeah, I know you did.
Just can't get the staff these days.
Kirsty. It's not. I did download it. Kirsty Gallagher. There we go. Have it there now. It's pulling down. I knew I had it because you sent them over to me. I already pulled them all down. I have them all sitting there, and I put it up the other night. And obviously, I didn't. I'll tell you what happened. Yeah, I tell you. Yeah, I got it. Yeah. That's exactly.
Chris is pointing it out in the comments.
Right, is he again? Is he? He's at it again. Is he? How many Muslims released? Yeah. It's coming up, Chris. Relax. How many more escape justice? Exactly. But let me just go. Come on.
Do
I
you know
delete
what?
these as I'm going
I don't know.
along.
I
You
can't
know,
say what spaces are like, but we have some of the best viewers on this show. We really do.
you have, yeah. We
They are
have good
just
crack.
brilliant.
1,200 there now, people. Fair play.
Here, look at his last comment. Put up his last comment there now.
When am I not at the part? Yeah, it's true, Chris. It is true. Yeah.
You know,
Fair
fair
play
play
to
to
you.
Chris.
Yeah, I have.
You know what he's like? He's like the new Pather that keeps us entertained.
Yeah. He's getting old, lol.
Yeah, he is, Dennis.
I'm not getting old,
He's
Dennis.
164 now. Like, you have to give him some credit.
Oh, did you see about the poor lady who drowned trying to save her dog? So
No.
horrible.
Oh my
Why did
God,
you
what
see that?
happened? Poor Paul.
Thanks for that, Chris.
No, I didn't. Europa. I didn't. Was that in Ireland? I never even heard of it. Oh God, that's awful.
Right, Kirsty
Fucker,
Gallagher.
love you, and Paul too. Ah.
Hello, good evening. I hope you're all well. Listen, I just wanted to jump on here to talk about something I feel is very important. I think it's important to share. Last night, I was physically assaulted in the streets of central London. Walking from work to my car, the walk I do most nights. The streets were lit, there were people around. I was walking on the pavement, and I noticed this guy, all in black, covered up actually, just walking at me. And I'm always vigilant. And he was just walking towards me, and I thought, this is not right. So I moved out of the way. And then he brushed past me, he turned around and he kicked me like he was kicking a football. He kicked me in the middle of a street at about 7 o'clock last night in front of people. I turned around and he scarpered. I'm still shocked now, and I have the bruises to prove, I'm afraid. I can't quite believe what happened. I was not being provocative in any way. I was just going about my business, as you do. I was just walking to my car to go back home to my family. I luckily had some witnesses. Some lovely girls saw it and came to my aid. There was a security guard on a door nearby who was absolutely useless and didn't do anything, which was hugely disappointing. And I just stood there and I couldn't actually believe that someone, a stranger, has just decided, for whatever reason, whether he's got a problem with women, whether he's just an opportunist, he decided he did not like me and he just thought, I'll give you the boot. And that is not okay. It's not okay. It's not okay. It's really sad that that is what's going on the streets of London. And that is very real. And we all hear about it, don't we? We all hear like, oh yeah, be careful, don't have your phone out, and people being sadly, mugged or worse, awful things going on. And you always think it's not going to happen to me. And that was me. I thought, I'm very vigilant. I'm very careful. I'm very careful of how I'm walking, and, make sure that I don't have my phone in my hand, that I have like a cross-body bag and I'm not holding anything out. But actually, I couldn't have done more to protect myself, and still that happened to me. Someone decided to just give me a good kicking in the street. And I really wanted to share it with you because this is happening all the time, and it's not good and it's not all right. And I want you to really be careful and vigilant and look after yourselves and look after those around you. And I'm very grateful to those lovely girls. Hopefully they'll see this. They might see this, but thank you, because you're amazing, because I didn't know what to do in that moment. I was shocked. I've never experienced anything like it. And I just wanted to share it. And I really just wanted to say, stay safe. You might not think it's going to happen to you, but it could be you. It was me. And it makes you think. That's all. All right. Have a lovely evening.
That's brutal, isn't it? Brutal.
Now,
but I'm glad people out like her are highlighting it.
It's great that she's speaking out. The only thing is, who was the man? Was he British, as in white, or was he foreign? And it's an open pity she didn't speculate that, do you know? Yeah.
Yeah. Go on, Fitzy, get the line and make it raw. I will in a few minutes. I just want to throw in a couple of these here that were sent in to me in picture form, and they were sent into the group. And thanks to Dee for this. The iPass in City West Centre has no fire cert. In an email response to a resident of Saggart, where in City West state-owned the Soil and Transit Hub is located, South Dublin County Council confirmed that there is no fire safety certificate granted for it. Therefore, it cannot be used. Okay? There's the 5 young kids. This is just a quick recap. 5 young kids who tragically died over the weekend. God bless them all. 4 of them are being buried tomorrow, I think. Then we have a man, 38, dies after being stabbed in the chest at property in Cork. A 38-year-old man died at the Suppering in Holly Hill in Cork's north side in the early hours of Sunday morning. Then we have a woman in her 50s dies and a husband in ICU after stabbing outside Cork home. A man in his 20s understand to be known to the couple was later arrested. There he is there. Judge orders Grotesque Enoch Burke be sent back to prison for 4th time. There's Ireland supports for Ukrainians. This is annualized. This is this year. Accommodation this year in 2025 was 769 million. Medical cards 130 to 150 million. Dental 5 million per year. Child benefit 150 million to 165 million. Education 140 to 150 million. Transport costs 5 to 10 million. Legal aid translation 10 to 20 million. Childcare supports 10 to 20 million. Community integration 5 million to 10 million. Admin costs 10 to 15 million. And employment supports 2 million to 5 million. That's just us. That was just a Dale Gillick down that for us there. Socialism is better than capitalism. When the Berlin Wall fell, who ran to which side? Thanks, that.
Sorry.
You're all right. You're all right. We're nearly finished there now. All right, lads. That white male privilege isn't going to mine itself. These were Irish slaves in the 1800s. Like, you know, these were white Irish slaves, you know. I'll just go again on this one. What's this one? The most wonderful time of the year. Yes, there we are. This is what's going to happen at all these Christmas markets. They'll have these anti-terror things all around them. And they have to. They have to now because these jihadists are doing this. Nationalism. Look, getting pissed on by everything. Look. You're not seeing the colour. 3-year-old dies after stabbing outside North Ormond Grant Eagle. Random act of violence. Pro-Palestine protesters block Philadelphia Pride Parade. Wild video shows. These pro-Palestine, these will all be getting pushed off buildings, lads. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you're so woke, you only want the minorities removed. There you go. Uncle Ben's anti-thing. This is what Angela Merkel then in there. Okay, people, I'll stop sharing there now. Orla, I think we're going to finish up there now. Thank you very much. I'll go through a few more of these. Orla, sometimes the second and third generation are the worst.
Very true.
Yeah. The lawless do not care about the law that applies to the governments. Yes, grotesque. If it happens, it's when it happens. Yeah, that's it. I agree. She said he was black. She did say he was black. Yeah, I did hear that. She said it was a black man. Her career probably would be over now. Tusla on the 25th, guys. Yeah, that's where we need to be. We need to be at the Tusla building on the 25th. I'm going to put that up again there now. Yeah, and we finish up. This is it, lads. We'll be pushing this again on Sunday night, but this is it. This is where we need to be. The Tusla building on the 25th of November, 12:30 p.m. That's next Tuesday at 12:30 at Euston South Quarter, St. John's Road West, 2 to 5, Kilmainham, Dublin. Thank you very much. It's cost 360 million to build the Panama Canal. What the fuck are we spending it on? Yes, exactly. Yeah, it was a long time ago. Great show, as always. Good night, lads. Great show. Good night. God bless. Thank you very much.
Thanks so much, guys.
Great show. Yeah, that's no problem, guys. And I'm just going to... I'll stop sharing that, and we'll share that one. So if you want to buy us a coffee, we'll do the national anthem now in a minute. If you want to buy us a coffee, there you go, people. It's back up again there. Cheers, Paul and Orla, and folks, thank you. Thanks, Paul and Orla, and all the beautiful people that make this channel. Look at yourselves and each other. Blessed be, speed and light. Good night. See you. Will indeed, guys. Another crack. Thanks very much, Drew. Fair play. Good night and God bless you all. Remember, Jesus Almighty first and foremost. Stay safe, brothers. There you go, guys. You look in the top corner there. You see it there now. Díla Heron and Ireland first. That's it. Díla Heron. God with Ireland and Ireland first. That's all we need to think of, lads. Mind yourself. Stay safe, peeps. God bless everyone. All right, I'm going to drop you down, hon, and I will talk to you in 2 minutes. Thank you very much for sharing the stage with me. Thank you. Talk to you later in a minute. Well, guys, thanks very much to everyone who has joined us tonight. We've just hit, what have we hit there? Let me just see, banners then and there. We've hit 1,200. We're at 1,240 there, lads. So I'll just leave it at 12. We've hit 1,200. Again, guys, if you want the boys a copy, please do. And as I said, it's been a great show and we've got through a loads of stuff here tonight. So, as I say every night when we're finishing up, the truth is like a lion. You don't have to defend it. You just let it loose and it will defend itself. Good night and God bless.